Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight, you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have Cochise County football, which would be the understatement of the century, as we have one team fighting for their postseason lives and another team fighting for a home playoff game. Those teams being the Willcox Cowboys and the Benson Bobcats. Dave Davies alongside Paul Corder. Dave, this game has a trophy associated to it.
The Senate Loman Trophy, they've been playing for this thing since 1961. This isn't just a playoff game. This is a playoff game. Make no doubt about it. Winner, losers going home if you're the Benson Bobcats. And Willcox, they're at 11 right now. AAA doesn't like us, so a loss to the Benson Bobcats might, bring them down. So we'll see. And there's still another week of football to play. But as of tonight is concerned, like I said, the Senate Loman Trophy, since 1961, this is a rivalry game. This is a playoff game. This is a big deal. Let's start off talking about the Benson Bobcats.
Why not talk about the Benson Bobcats, Dave? With the Benson Bobcats, it starts and ends with defense. This is the team that held the Bisbee Pumas to under 20 points. One of the only teams to do that this year. It's been a calling card, but I know you like their offense.
Dawson Judd is the part. He looks the part. He is standing in the pocket. He's moving up. He's hitting his progressions. Super sophomore Santo over there, mossing people. Flint Davis, the senior, on a mission. We saw it against Catalina. The kid is on a mission, is running through people right now.
And then we talk about the Willcox Cowboys, of course. When we talk Willcox, we talk about the Warden, Landon Warden, an explosive player of the week last week in somebody's rankings. And who could argue with it? Always getting over 200 yards. Young talent everywhere. They're letting Smooth Joe Sanchez air out the ball a little bit. And that line, big as ever.
Yeah, Willcox is very confident, to say the least. I was over talking to both teams before the game. Willcox is confident that they're going to come in here and knock the Benson Bobcats out of this thing. Ooh. Landon Ward is 6 yards away from that elusive 1,000-yard mark in high school football. Landon Ward's going to break that number tonight. So Landon Ward's going to be over 1,000 yards running. The rifle to Remington Todd, and like you said, Smooth Joe Sanchez, that big offensive line, the Willcox. These defenses are so evenly matched. I've been wanting to see this game all year.
Oh, you're not wrong about that. Going back to your point about how everyone in the AIA hates Cochise County, the Buena Colts won 70-0 last week and dropped in the rankings.
Exactly.
So that's just what happens. But, Dave, let's flip this camera over. It looks like we are just about ready to get senior night in Benson, Arizona started.
All hands on deck tonight. We have Asher behind the camera.
Buena film student.
Yeah, Buena film student. We have Dan, the man, on graphics for you. This is Cochise County Game of the Day. And before we thank the people who make this possible, it's almost about that time.
There's not a single team in Cochise County that does introductions as well as the Benson Bobcats, let me tell you, Dave.
But then again, we also know they like to slow roll us and make us wait. So we'll see. Eventually, we're going to get that awesome Benson Bobcat intro. Willcox is already on the sideline, chomping at the bit. They had senior night here in Benson, Arizona. The trophy's on the line. The playoffs are on the line. It does not get bigger than this. It just doesn't. I mean, we are getting the playoffs before the playoffs.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Drop us a comment, just like Wes Morgan did, said, come on, Cats, bring us that trophy. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, like the new Cool FM Sports page, and subscribe to the YouTube page.
Again, the Willcox has had the upper hand in this rivalry the last couple of years. They have the trophy right now. Benson wants the playoffs. They want the trophy. A win puts Benson in the playoffs. All of our Cochise County teams are playing the lesser teams in their region next week. So they're all going to win next week. Tonight's going to seal the fate for some of those teams.
Benson has Tanque Verde, and Tanque Verde was a top 5 team preseason. So if they win these two, there's no doubt in our minds that Benson is making the playoffs as well.
Uh-oh, folks, here we go. And here come the Bobcats! Senior night in Benson, Arizona. They're playing for their playoff lives. Let's get it on.
Well, Dave, I'll tell you, the only thing that beats this football intro for the Benson Bobcats is the basketball intro for the Benson Bobcats.
Yeah, the Bobcats are pumped. They had a big win last Saturday against Catalina, a weird noon Saturday game. A little sluggish in the first half, and then they put it on them. They're ready for the Cowboys. They're ready to try to save their own lives.
As expected, Dave. I mean, we had the Willcox Cowboys coming into town, and like we talked about on the show Tuesday, our Cochise County Sports Show, you're taking a team out of their routine. It's going to be hard for them to get up, especially at noon for a Catalina team that is winless so far against Cochise County teams.
Now, folks, since we are getting close to the game time, we are going to start thanking the businesses that make these free broadcasts possible for you. Oh, no, Court, never mind. National anthem first. Then thanking our friends.
Seems like they're trying to sort out some technical difficulties here, folks.
I can sing it. I'm quite the singer.
There we go.
Well, that was definitely the most adorable national anthem that we've had all year.
You're not wrong about that, Dave. Thank you again for everyone joining us under our SSVEC lights. We'd like to thank some of the people that make this broadcast possible, starting with Synergy Home Care. When you define care for someone you love, it's important that it feels right. Synergy provides with Activity 5.
Big shout out to Desert RV in Huachuca City. Step into adventure with Desert RV, serving county since 2018 with unbeatable prices. Your go-to for newer used RVs. The experience is easy and friendly. Great service. Join them in exploring the open road together at Desert RV.
Thank you to T&B Tire Services. Based in Willcox, we specialize in tire sales and repairs for passenger vehicles, semis, and farm equipment. Come down and see Mark Teeters. Give him a call at 520-766-5550.
Thank you to Super Lube Plus, your hometown service center. They do oils, tires, and more. Located at 1040 West 4th Street in Benson, Arizona. Call them at 520-586-4OIL. Saying, go Bobcats.
Thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group, responsible for our Ed Morse Automotive Group Drive recaps tonight. They're formerly Lawely Automotive. They now serve Cochise County, and they are committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the difference.
Thanks to Fred Gray over at After Hours HVAC for all your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring their customers receive the highest level of care and commitment. Give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257.
Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Now have locations in Phoenix, I believe.
Thank you to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program.
Pounds down from the last time I saw him. The hip physical therapy departments in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas. Give them a call today at 520-432-6435.
Big shout out to a friend of the program, Carol Pierce with the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real Estate. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, you need to give Carol a call. She's a dedicated real estate agent providing exceptional service to clients in both Pima and Cochise County, and has also been honored to be the best in Benson the last 3 years running. Give Carol Pierce a call at the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real Estate.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Unfortunately, with the Copper Queen Community Hospital telling me I was fat, I decided to limit my Sonic Drive-In runs to Wacky Pack Wednesdays, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit.
Big shout out to Ward's Outfitters. They're very busy this weekend. Everybody at Willcox is hunting if they're not at this game. They're a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients the best opportunity to pursue their hunting trophy game. They've maintained a 95% harvest rate with multiple world record animals taken down. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114.
Thank you to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction Mike's guarantee. If you have pests like pesky yellow flags that I think we're going to see flying tonight, you give Big Mike a call, get rid of them. You can also find him on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Nailed it.
Big shout out to our very good friends of the program, the Willcox Quarterback Club in Willcox, Arizona. The Cook family, Adrian Fuentes. Thank you for all your support and everything you do. They're the reason why Willcox Athletics is so amazing. So thank you to the Willcox Quarterback Club.
Thank you as well to Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. They're now open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Thank you to Swaharo Air Solutions. They have specials running all month on furnace installation and furnace cleaning. Go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com.
And finally, folks, before we get this game started, our last sponsor we want to thank is the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Visit us at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Again, as we always say, support the businesses that support your community.
Well, all that being said and done, it's time to play some football, baby.
We got some comments. We have a Let's Go Cowboys from Kim Sanchez, no doubt related to Smooth Joe Sanchez. Carol Smart Crockett, no doubt related to Dalton Crockett, says stuck in traffic at the Sonoyta exit, trying to get home to Willcox, looking for some good entertainment. It's all on the boys. They're going to put a good one on tonight. Thomas Barba says, let's go Cowboys. The Buena game should be streaming momentarily on Cool FM Live, as well as the Tombstone and Bisbee game. And Justin Kaufman says, let's go Cowboys. So, Dave, a lot of Cowboy fans in the chat winning the battle of our Cool FM stream right now.
Well, I'm glad they're watching on Cool FM because, as always, the line is out the door for this game and the stands are already packed. But that being said, Willcox is going to get the ball. And that's going to be run back, proceed to the 20-yard line, taken up the middle, hard hit at the 36-yard line, where Willcox will have their first possession of the game.
And the Rifle with a good return there, Dave, but even better coverage from the Benson Bobcats. We talk all the time about this Benson Bobcat defense. They lead the team. However, as you mentioned in the outset, Dawson Judd, Flint Davis really coming into their own offensively, and it seems like the Benson Bobcats starting to shine.
Like I said in the pregame, I've been waiting for this game all season long. I think these teams are as evenly matched as we have. They both hit hard. It's going to be a fun game tonight. Benson Bobcats on your screen are in blue and red. Willcox will be donning the white and red.
Willcox Fire and Rescue says, let's go Cowboys. Thank you, Willcox Fire and Rescue. That all you do as well.
Yeah, for everything you do, not just for joining the stream. Well, it's going to get hot on this field here tonight, so you might need to be on standby. The Smooth Joe Sanchez about to have their first possession of the game.
Oh, we're going to be here for a few hours. The commissioner is.
I saw that.
So here we are with the discussion already.
Like
on the
political ads, you just can't avoid it. And we haven't even had a play yet, and we already have. But you know what, though? I meant to say on our Tuesday show that I'm going to start going a little lighter because he did a much better job last Saturday than he normally does.
All right, good to
I
hear.
got to give credit where credit is due.
Of course, Dave, before we get into the ball game, head coach Chris Rasmussen and head coach Jetson Lotz, first-time head coaches for these programs this year.
Yeah, they haven't seen this environment before. But here comes Smooth Joe. They run a lot of tricky plays. That's going to be an end around to Landon Ward. Landon Ward's making people miss. Oh, my goodness, Landon Ward is a show. He's a show. Just taken down after a 9-yard gain. Landon Ward, buckle in, folks, and that's 1,000 yards, by the way.
Raleigh Evans with the tackle, Dave, and Raleigh Evans might have just saved a touchdown from Landon Ward on a run that we have to say was all Landon Ward. A good job from the Benson defensive line getting in the backfield and shutting that down. They just couldn't get him to the ground, and Landon Ward with the first down run after it. So that's what we like to see, good football all around.
Ran 25 yards for 10. They did give him the first down, so new set of downs for the Cowboys. And again, they run a lot of tricky running plays, a lot of sweeps, a lot of offset stuff. Like this one right here. That's kicked over to the Ward, but Benson is all over that
Ball's
one.
out. Was the ball out?
Maybe. They caused a lot of turnovers against Catalina on Saturday, but that's going to be 2nd and 13. So there's that Benson defense we talked about.
Well, that was a win-win situation for the Bobcats. They have a flag on the field. That's going to be illegal formation / illegal shift on the Willcox Cowboys. So because of the negative play from the Benson Bobcats losing 3 yards, they're definitely going to decline this penalty. Ooh, here we go. More Cowboys in the chat. We got Let's Go Cats in the chat. Adrian Fuentes just commented, says, keep that trophy, Cowboys. Willcox does hold the advantage in this rivalry, 32-30, and there's been 2 ties.
Oh, wow. Again, one of the older rivalries, 1961. So they've been doing this for quite a while. 63 years, if my old man math is correct. So 2nd and 13 for the Cowboys.
Here's something I didn't notice. Samuel Martin for the Benson Bobcats in a wheelchair, big player on that defense.
He's been replaced by Abraham this evening. That is a flag right out of the gate. That's going to be a pass over to Cuevas. Cuevas going to get some of it back, about 5 yards.
And that was going to be Dawson Judd.
So it's probably going to be an illegal formation.
It definitely is. If you see a procedural penalty and it's not stopped right away, it's going to be an illegal shift or an illegal formation. So, again, the Benson Bobcats, they actually have a decision here. Do they want to move them 5 yards back from the original line of scrimmage, or do they want to take the down? If I'm here, Dave, I wouldn't mind a 2nd and 17, 2nd and 18 here for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we know they have big play capability, but, 3rd and 8 is manageable for the Willcox Cowboys, so you're right. I would rather put them in a 2nd and 17 situation.
Dan the Man, obviously.
Again, folks, I'm going to warn you, we may be here a while, so make sure you got some snacks on hand for Cool FM Live.
It's a flag
Friday Night Lights
for illegal formation or illegal shift, and let's just get that one rolling, boys. Let's go. We're ready to go now. We're not even 2 minutes into this ball game, and we're definitely in 4 minutes of conference time already.
So again, thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live for Friday Night Lights in Benson, Arizona for what is a virtual playoff game between the Bobcats and the Willcox Cowboys. Don't forget, we have Cool FM Sports page now, which inevitably this will get transferred to. And that will be your full-time place to watch the Paul and Dave show. And also don't forget we have a YouTube page. And there's the false start. Okay, that was complicated.
Looks like we're ready.
Penalty decline. They're going to make it 3rd and 8.
Looks like we're ready to keep rolling. They are going to decline that one like you said, Dave. Or I guess they're accepting it because they're moving the ball backwards. Who knows what's going on here.
Oh, my. Here, again, folks, get some snacks ready.
Like I said, they're ready to roll. And if you're ready to roll and you don't have a car, you need to contact that Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista.
This is a packed house in Benson, Arizona, and there's still a line outside the door. We're up on top of the booth so I can see everything.
And here we go again, the second conference of the ball. No, this is actually the 4th.
Ay, ay, ay. Poor Asher, it's her first time. She doesn't know what she's in for right now. We're going to be here a while. All right, I think we're going to play some football now. They are going to accept the penalty. After a very long conference, we're going to have 2nd and 16. We have played 4 plays, so that's good. So 2nd and 18, 3 out right for the Cowboys. Smooth Joe's going to drop back. Raleigh Evans is going after him. Smooth Joe Sanchez is down for a monster sack back at the 20-yard line. He never saw the blitzing Raleigh Evans coming.
And we're going to have a personal foul, horse collar tackle on the sack. We have had 3 plays of offense, and we have had 3 flags in this ball game so far.
Is there another flag down?
Personal foul, face mask. Didn't look like a face mask, but that's going to be a sack taken away from the Biggity Bobcats. Now, it's not going to be an automatic first down. There are no automatic first downs in high school football. From the spot of the foul, they're going to march off 15 yards, and they're going to have a second and very manageable now for the Willcox Cowboys.
Oh, man, oh, man. I was hoping we'd learn throughout the season, but here we go again. Just as many penalties as plays to start this game.
Have to see the replay on that one.
I'll leave my phone on that book. I don't want to take it a tumble.
Well, you better keep up with the crowd. You better keep up with the chat then.
On the book.
It's staying on the book. Where else am I going to put it?
It's going to fall on somebody's head.
Probably. That's why you're going to hold it. You're going to pay attention to the chat. No. You go right ahead, brother.
Go ahead. All right, so.
Break the fourth wall.
So, yeah, here we go. Second and the exact same down and distance. It's a handoff to Cuevas up the right side. Cuevas is going to get some of this back. And another flag is out. Oh, no. Come on, refs. Let's knock this off.
Buchanan Garrett on the tackle, and it looks like it might be an illegal tackle. I honestly have no idea what's going on now. Two flags on the field here.
And here we go again. 5 plays, 5 penalties. Get it together, guys.
Folks, I don't do this often, but you might want to go watch another stream here tonight. You go ahead and watch Tombstone Bisbee or Buena Morena, and then you come back and you'll have a whole fourth quarter to watch. And I didn't see the call. I'm trying to.
Whatever this one is. Busy, whatever this one is.
It's blow to the head.
Oh, man, oh, man. So, 2nd and 2. 5 plays, 5 penalties. Penalty tracker is a fit. Dan the Man, can we get a penalty tracker on the screen? But Dan the Man, again, this is for you too. If you're not familiar with the commissioner, we just call him the commissioner. No need to name names anymore. It's going to be a long night, Dan the Man. Hope you got some Mountain Dew next to you. Greatest soda ever made.
All right, so we've had about 4 offensive plays, and it is 2nd down.
5 plays, 5 penalties. 2nd and 2. Let's play some football now. We got that out of the way? You got that out of your system? 2nd and 2. That's going to be a handoff right up the left side. I believe that's Remington Todd, but that's going to be a first down to the 36-yard line.
It was Cuevas. Dave, but that's irrelevant right now because we've had our first play of the ball game without a flag. Congratulations to Willcox, Benson, and the officiating crew here tonight. We got it done, folks.
I can stand back up now. Okay.
Kim Sanchez says, keep those flags in the pocket, Kim. I got news for you. You seem to be in rare form tonight. Get ready for this one.
Yeah. It's last game of the year. He can't hold anything back.
Lost in the shuffle. First down for the Willcox
First down
Cowboys.
Into Benson Bobcat territory on the 36-yard line. As Benson is going to sniff that one out like a fart in a car, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Buchanan Garrett back in there. Harley Van Warmer back in there as well on the tackle. I've got whistles as if there's a flag thrown, but I don't see a flag. I just got PTSD already. We're 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We've had 4 minutes in this game. I got PTSD. Second down.
2nd and 8, baby. We're going to get through this together, everybody. A lot of people piling up in that viewership tonight. Thank you for joining us for this free broadcast of Cochise County Game of the Week, and it is the game of the week if we ever get to play it.
Yogi in the chat says, my bedtime's midnight. Hope you're done by then. Oh, man, I wish that was a joke.
UFC's on early tomorrow. I can't be up all night.
Anyway, here we go. Willcox Cowboys still driving in on this one.
2nd and 8. Even the regular stuff's taking too long. Willcox will have a different formation every play. Landon Ward to the right side. Oh, Ward takes a big old stick. Is that Flint Davis?
That's Dawson Judd.
Oh, Dawson Judd coming out of nowhere.
Well, you said Dawson Judd, you love him because of the defense. He's flying all around. He's getting interceptions, laying the hammer. I do have to say, very successful play from the Willcox Cowboys. Christian Teeters out in front, leading the way, kicked out that block. And usually when you see that much space, Landon Ward takes it the distance. But again, what a great job from Dawson Judd. The Benson Bobcats, Dave, probably the best open field single-man tackling team we have in Cochise County. What's the difference between a good defense and a great defense?
Well, yeah, first man tackler. But I was going to actually respectfully disagree with you because normally that play leads to a touchdown. So it wasn't a successful play for the Willcox Cowboys.
It is. They got like 7 yards on it.
3rd and 4.
Why are you trying to be argumentative right now?
I'm not. The commissioner has me upset.
Uh-oh.
Run by Cuevas. Cuevas is gone. So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox.
Surprisingly, there are no flags on the field.
I'm shocked.
As the Willcox Cowboys take advantage of a soft face mask penalty and drive all the way down for the first points of the ball game. 6:37 left on the clock in the first quarter. Willcox 6-0.
You know what? We always talk a lot about these games before the game because, we love these kids and watching them play. Cuevas did something that I didn't know that they could do. Benson is so strong in the gaps, and Cuevas beat him right up the gut. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Welcome to the Graceville Cuevas Show. The kid can kick the scoreboard with this ball. Watch this. Oh, did they block it? They blocked it.
Yeah, someone got in there for sure.
Oh, well, make me look stupid, why don't you?
Nobody's celebrating, so we can't really tell who blocked that kick. That's what I love. I love people that get their business done and walk over to the sideline. The old act like you've been there, Barry Sanders mantra. But, Dave, the Ed Morris Automotive Group Drive recap. When we got done with the Flag Fest early on, Landon Ward broke a couple, but that was all Ismael Cuevas with that big run. Was it 25, 30 yards out for the touchdown?
Yeah, that touchdown brought to you by Carol Pierce with the Terra Fitch Group at Haymore Real Estate, the absolute best real estate agent in Benson, Arizona, the last 3 years. Also a military relocation professional and an accredited buyer's representative.
What?
Give her a call, 520-977-5328. Carol Pierce with the Terra Finch Group, Haymore Real Estate.
Thank you again.
By the way, they also do property management now as well. Terra Finch Group does. So they're not just real estate anymore. That's a free shout out for you, Tara. She wanted to advertise with us, but Carol's a friend of the program. And I was like, no, I'm not going to step on Carol's toes.
Again, thank you everyone for joining us under the SSVEC lights. Don't be afraid to jump into that Cool FM live chat. We like to be interactive here with the people there, just like Jamie Hutchinson, who just came in and said, "Great job, Cowboys," as well as the Willcox Fire and Rescue and Justin Kaufman. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, like the brand new Cool FM Sports Facebook page, and subscribe to the brand new Cool FM Live YouTube channel. We have a lot of problems, Dave, with videos getting taken down on Facebook. This is going to solve that issue.
Yes, sir. Here comes Cuevas. Oh, they're going to go for some sneakery. And he did not call for a fair catch.
He did call. So that was not the best fair catch call, but his hands did go up, so the official's not doing a great job protecting on that one.
You're not wrong, because he could have gotten his head taken off right there.
And a good job from the Willcox players to lay up.
Cook was looking for scalps.
Caleb Cook, definitely a heavy hitter, super sophomore for the Willcox Cowboys. Colton Deskin's a great job to call for a fair catch, not try to be a hero. Unfortunately, with player safety, didn't do a good job protecting him on that one.
You got to protect yourself. Get your hand up. But here comes Dawson Judd. I have been so impressed with this kid this year. His growth is absolutely off the charts. Watch him command an offense. Man in motion for Judd. He's in shock, and he'll be in shock on the whole game, so I will stop saying that. Judd with a quick hit out to the right side. Willcox was all over it anyways, so incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like they wanted to get David Harris, but David Harris had contact downfield and was slowed up just a little bit as we have more people. Kara Dunlap, Robin Moreau, and Kara Hardy in the chat. Thank you for joining us as well.
Andres Correa, a name we don't say a lot, was the man that was a defender there on that play, so he closed the distance very quickly.
Correa had a big game against Tanque Verde, though, for sure.
Judd trips bunch right. He's going to hand that to Flint Davis. Willcox is here to play some football today.
Well, they had the hammer. Ismael Cuevas was in there. Christian Teeters feeding him off. And then Osvaldo Rodriguez, somebody we talk about a lot when we broadcast the game, doesn't really show up in the box scores, but he's always pushing the offensive line back and making it easy for his linebackers, such as the hammer, Ismael Cuevas.
Another name we don't say a lot, Gage Murray with a comeback block. He's got some for Benson, so we got some heavy leather. Oh, Judd's looking for the quick pass. He doesn't have it. He's got nothing there. Willcox defense holding them to a 3-and-out.
A 3-and-out, Dave, with no flags on the field, surprisingly, in that possession. And Benson, that was a very, very quick 3-and-out, less than a minute on that drive.
Miracles.
And now the Benson Bobcats have to punt it away to the very dangerous Landon Ward. Not to jinx it or not to look into your crystal ball, I should say, Dave, but Landon Ward, every time we broadcast it, has taken a kick or a punt back for a touchdown.
You're absolutely right, he has. Landon Ward is running up to the line of scrimmage right now.
Looks like they're going to leave Remington Todd back there, an unmarked player. Looked like Joseph Santo.
Something scared.
That's
a great punt. That's going to hit the 35-yard line, take a Bobcat bounce inside the 30, down to the 26.
That's that new rugby-style kick they introduced in college football a long time ago. As long as you're behind the line of scrimmage, you can kick, and Dawson Judd did a great job getting that one down there. That's a great scheme out of head coach Chris Rasmussen, Dave, because they forced Landon Ward to come up and try to guard a receiver, and then they kick it behind him. Very effective punt strategy.
You can't run it back if it ain't in your hands. So, yeah, I mean, like we said with Tanque Verde, like, why are you kicking it to number 24? Are you out of your mind?
Robin Moreau back here says we love our linemen at SSVEC. So we got someone from the SSVEC watching us broadcasting under our Friday night SSVEC lights. Good to have you, Rob.
Yeah. Again, Willcox is going to be using a variety of formations tonight. Smooth Joe under center. That's going to be a false start on the Cowboys. See, as long as we can see the penalties, then we're okay.
Well, as long as they go ahead and just say it's a false start, we move on, we're okay.
Yes.
Ooh, It looks like near side judge is saying offside. No, it will be a false start, 5 yards.
Yeah, it's a false start. Move the ball. Keep playing football.
Right. That's all anyone wants.
Not everything requires a Fox News debate.
That's going to be 1st and 15 now. The Willcox Cowboys shooting themselves in the foot. A great first drive for the Cowboys to go up 6-0 again. Willcox fighting for a postseason home game, and the Benson Bobcats currently ranked 16, the very last team in the playoffs, just trying to stay there. Of course, they go back-to-back against Tanque Verde and Willcox. Of course, Willcox tonight. So they have a chance to stay in this playoff picture.
Yeah, this is win or go home for the Bobcats. That's going to be a handoff to Landon Ward up the right side. Landon Ward, he doesn't get much. He got a lot of running for only about a yard.
6 yards.
No, they're only marking him a yard.
Yeah. I'm going to let you work this one out of your brain. Folks, we did go to the gorgeous San Pedro golf course.
I forgot to mention
and Dave's brain's a little bit on fire from that one.
Yeah, by the way, big shout out to the San Pedro golf course. Here's something I didn't know. It's $19 to play twilight golf at this beautiful golf course. You want to talk about the best restaurant with that view? Oh, my goodness. 2nd and 9. He's going to hand that off. Oh, Remington Todd's up the middle. Willcox is so sneaky with it. And Remington Todd's going to drag Bobcats across the 50-yard line into Bobcat territory. They're so sneaky with those running plays.
Yeah, you don't ever want to talk about the players that aren't playing, but Benson really missing Samuel Martin right now defensively, Dave. The Willcox Cowboys gashing him. This is the best performance that an offensive team has had against this Bobcat defense early on in this ballgame with 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Willcox really driving the ball with little resistance here tonight.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot. Coach's words, not mine. He said he ripped his hamstring off the bone.
All right.
Yeah, his left leg is just bandaged.
Samuel Martin was a huge, always when we did our show Tuesdays live at noon, that he was a big name we always called out.
Oh, that's a pitch out to Landon Ward. Landon Ward's going up the middle with it. Again, hard to go up the middle against the Benson Bobcats, so 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a great play from Raleigh Evans, who was right there. Looked like he was on a blitz, but an even better play from Landon Ward, Dave. Instead of taking that shot and getting a loss of 2 or 3 in the backfield, tries to fight for yardage and gets something out of nothing on that play. 2nd down and 9 here for the Willcox Cowboys.
Yeah, well, so far, Benson doing a really good job corralling Landon Ward, even though Cuevas beat him for that big one. But we know the 24 can just go off. You ran for 256 last week. 4 tutters. The kid is an absolute show.
Is that good?
It's okay.
And we're going to have a false start penalty, I do believe, on the Willcox Cowboys. That's exactly what it's going to be. So this drive, Willcox shooting themselves a little bit in the foot, Dave, and stopping their own momentum.
Yeah, getting in their own way. So that's going to make it 2nd and 13 for the Cowboys. No help to themselves on that one.
No, not at all, Dave. But if you need help with a loved one that struggles with activities of daily living, you need to call Synergy Home Care at 520-685-1035. There are programs in place to alleviate costs to you 100%.
And big shout out to After Hours HVAC for all your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring customers receive the highest level of care and commitment. Give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257. So 2nd and 13 for the Cowboys. 3:09 and ticking on that clock.
And we're going to have a delay of game penalty now on the Willcox Cowboys. And we heard Coach Cook up here saying they're counting, and nobody recognized it. So move them back another 5 yards. 2nd down, Dave, and about 19 for the Willcox Cowboys.
Deserved or not, that is the 9th penalty of this game. I don't know if Dan the man has a penalty tracker up there.
He does not yet. I mean, we just sprung that one on him.
I know.
He sprung replay on us. I'm sure he's got a quick turnaround. Dan, of course, Dan the man.
No, you're doing plenty. Second and very long for the Willcox. Oh, nice pickup on the block by Cuevas.
Oh, wow.
Landon Ward's going to have room out there. That looked like maybe a hold, but they're not going to call it. Landon Ward's going to get the first down.
But I'll tell you what it is, Dave. It is definitely ineligible players downfield. 3 of the Willcox offensive linemen 10 yards downfield before that ball is thrown. They could be calling the holding. And if they call the holding and not the ineligible downfield, I'm sure Willcox is going to go back to that play over and over and over again.
Yeah, that was wide open. It did look like if I can see it, it happened.
They say block in the back, and that's interesting again, Dave.
It was a hold.
Before they said block in the back.
I know.
So that's going to move them back 10 more yards, and it's going to be 2nd and a country mile for the Willcox Cowboys. But that's something to pay attention to because if the refs don't notice that 3 linemen for the Willcox Cowboys are downfield blocking before the ball is released, that's a play I'm going to because that is the most unfair advantage you can get in football. That's why the penalty's in place.
As I learned at San Pedro Golf Course today, I can't hit my driver as far as Willcox has to go right now to get this first down.
You're not wrong. You're trying to keep it in the fairway. That's a tight course. Loved it, by the way.
I had a blast today. Absolute blast. Hand off to Cuevas.
Ball's out.
The Benson Bobcats, that they have been creating turnovers all season long. They created a bunch of them against Catalina. Bobcats getting the ball in the 42-yard line. His crowd is alive.
I think that was Andrew Workman who popped the ball free, or I think might have recovered it. Hunter Rogers, I think, might have got that ball free. Whoever hit Cuevas. What a play from the Benson Bobcats. They turned the ball over after a 3 and out. Now they have a drive starting in the Willcox Cowboy territory. And we got ourselves a ball game with 2:09 to play in the first quarter.
Benson is never out of it with that defense, I tell you.
Trips near side. Benson wants to go quickly after the turnover. Probably looking for a shot play here.
Judd is going to drop back to pass. He's got somebody up the right side. What a catch over there.
Reward Workman on that one, Dave. Andrew Workman came up with the ball and gets it after the reception. Hey, it's tough out here when we're up and the pages are flying everywhere. But the Benson Bobcats trying to build on the momentum of that turnover. We do have Julie Caldwell in the chat says, keep your head up, Willcox. You got this. Settle and play. Willcox still up 6-0 with 2:02 to go in the first quarter. Benson going with some tempo.
Yeah, Judd has such command of this offense. 2nd and 3 from the 35. He's going to hand that up the middle to Flint Davis. Again, he just, as we always talked about back in the day with running backs, you push and you push and you push and they finally break. That's exactly what Flint Davis does to you. He'll just over 3.
Marked just yet. And they are going to call it a first down. Like you said, Dave, a good job from Flint Davis. When we talk about running games, we talk about old school football. A lot of fans nowadays think you have to pass the ball all over the yard to be successful. 3 yards on a run play, a very successful play. And like you said, when the fourth quarter comes around, you've been wearing down the defensive line. That's when you can start seeing the explosive runs.
Oh, he's trying to hit the quick hit outside, but unsuccessful out to the left side.
Looking for David Harris on that one, Dave, and unfortunately, Harris had it fall right off his hands, and that is actually a trickier play, that little swing pass, than you might think, because the quarterback puts it somewhere, you're getting your head around it. That ball's just a little bit in front, not at your chest. Now you have to make an adjustment while the ball's already on you.
That's why we keep him around.
Doris Olmstead in the chat says, so is Doris. Oh, watching. Thank you,
He's going to
Doris.
put David Harris in motion. He's going to roll to his right. Heavy pressure from Willcox. He's going to avoid it.
No.
And he falls down on the route. David Harris falling down on the route. Good play design to avoid the pressure of the Willcox Cowboys.
Oh, they definitely had David Harris open on that one, Dave, and a drop pass, and now an out route where he falls down. David Harris, the last two plays that he wants to forget, but in a 3rd and 10 situation, we fully expect the Bobcats to throw this football, and David Harris is a favorite target of Dawson Judd.
Keep an eye on your matchup on top of the screen. Jason Santo and Landon Ward. He's going to have that one-on-one available, and he's going to roll out to his left to see if he can beat the pressure and get this foot in the ground. He does. That might be an interception for the Cowboys.
It looks like it. There's no official. No one's pointing. What is going on? Someone just give us the call. The warden came up with it.
Yeah, he sure did.
And they're going to call it incomplete. 4th down for the Benson Bobcats.
I'm assuming this far into Cowboy territory, this is go for it range right here for Dawson.
You absolutely have to, Davis. Even though the first 3 plays haven't been successful, they designed a couple openings for their players, and they just have to connect here. We talk about all the time, you punt from here and it goes in the end zone, you're only netting 12 yards of field position.
So we're in the first quarter here, so the other games in Cochise County are at halftime right now, so we can get some score updates. Heavy pressure, and there, he's not.
And we're going to get a personal foul, roughing the passer, the favorite flag of the commissioner, and that's going to extend this drive for the Bobcats. 1st and 10.
I don't know.
It is what it is. We do have Claudia Isella Lauren in the chat says, let's go Bobcats. So there was a questionable personal foul call on the first touchdown drive for the Willcox Cowboys.
You forgot your weapon, Commissioner.
Where it was a face mask, and the Willcox Cowboys capitalized on that one. Now the Benson Bobcat, turnabout's fair play. They get a personal foul call against their quarterback, and they're looking to cash in right now.
And that's going to put them on the 15-yard line, knocking on the Cowboys' door. So Dawson Judd surveying the defense. He's going to hand that off to Flint Davis. But the Willcox defense is waiting for that. No gain.
Yeah, no gain at all. Good job there for the Willcox defense. Andres Correa, the last man to take down Flint Davis on that one. Trying to open my page up to see who number 76 is. And that would be Jonathan Miranda for the Willcox Cowboys. The first person initially in there, shut his block and hold Flint Davis to a short gain.
2nd and, well, they gave him 2 yards. I didn't see it, but so 2nd and 8.
And we're going to have a false start on the Benson Bobcats. This is going to move us back another 5 yards.
We're talking about the San Pedro Golf Course, the Benson City Grill. I was trying to remember the name of it. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. Daily specials, what? We had the fish fry today. Tomorrow's prime rib day.
Delicious.
The best view from a restaurant in Cochise County, and it's not even close. My jaw dropped. I saw it before my co-broadcaster did, and I was like, oh, no, we're eating at the Benson City Grill.
You got the Safford Thatcher Mountains in the background. You got the golf course. It was absolutely gorgeous. Here we go, 2nd and now 14 for the Bobcats.
He's going to roll out to his right, avoiding the pressure, but he is still on his feet, avoiding the sack. He's going to get taken down at about the 16-yard line.
A great effort there from Dawson Judd to get a positive play on that. Christian Teeter's going to be kicking himself on that one because he lost his sack stat as Dawson Judd rolled over his body.
Yeah, you're right.
But 15 seconds, we'll see if the Benson Bobcats want to make the last play of the first quarter. This one, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and counting. Looks like they do want to run
Judd does
one.
want to get it off.
Rasmussen points to the clock, and it looks like the Benson Bobcats are content to have a 3rd and long situation as we start the second quarter.
So good first defensive quarter of play for these two teams. We knew this was going to be a slobber knocker. This is for the playoffs, and they both have really good defenses. So great first quarter of play. Before we go on to our next quarter of play, I'd like to thank Desert RV. Step into adventure with Desert RV. Serving our county since 2018 with unbeatable prices. Your go-to for newer used RVs. Experience easy and friendly service. And join them in exploring the open road together.
Well, Dave, and if you need tires for those RVs, you need to call T&B Tire Services. Based in Willcox, they specialize in tire sales and repairs for passenger vehicles, semis, and farm equipment. Come down, see Mark Teeters. Or call 520-766-5550.
Also, thank you to Taylor Palmer and Super Loop Plus, your hometown service center. They do oil, tires, and more. Located at 1040 West 4th Street in Benson, Arizona. Give them a call, 520-586-4645. And they say, let's go, Bobcats!
Well, if you need a little bit of help to get down to Super Loop Plus, Dave, you need to call Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane. They've been in our county since 1963.
So here we go. We're going to start the second quarter of play. Bobcats are deep in Willcox territory, sitting on the 17-yard line, but it is about 3rd and 12. So they're going to be looking to get about half of this back.
A lot of Hold'em Cowboys in the chat right now with our Cool FM live chat. I need to find a sponsor for it right now. We got plenty to choose from.
How about Roadhouse?
Roadhouse? They're not sponsoring
I
this.
I know.
Sponsor our high school chat.
All right, so 3rd and 12 for the Bobcats. Quick hit out to the left side to Workman. Workman makes a man miss, gets down to the 11-yard line.
Yep.
That's going to be a very reasonable 4th and 6 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and this is an issue for the Benson Bobcats. Earlier, they almost beat, with their first game, a Phoenix Christian team that's currently top 5 in 2A. They got all the way down to the 10-yard line and didn't have a kicker to kick it in, so they have to go for this one. So a good play call to make it a 4th and a manageable instead of a 4th and 12.
And anybody at all, I know Cool FM has multiple streams up. Our game of the year at Cochise County is Buena Marana. If you could give us a score update, we'd very much appreciate that. Here we go. 4th and 6. Judd's going to roll to his right.
He's got him.
Protection's good. He's got him right over the middle of the field. Touchdown, Bobcats!
The Benson Bobcats come back to tie that one up. David Harris, what a play. Finding the open space in the middle of the field. Looks like a young Travis Kelsey out there. 6-6, 11-14 to play in this first half, Dave. What a response from the Benson Bobcats.
Oh, yeah, they created the turnover, which is what they do. They create turnovers. And it's 50-50 with their specialties. Half the time last Saturday, they went for it. Half the time, they tried to kick it. Looks like they're going to try to kick this ball.
Wayne Stark on the kick.
And that kick
Beautiful.
Is good. 7-6. Benson over the Cowboys.
After seeing Wayne Stark put that one through, Dave, I'm wondering why they didn't kick that field goal against Phoenix Christian.
You're absolutely right.
But our Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap on this one. Benson, it wasn't easy. They needed the help of a personal foul roughing the passer call, but they definitely took full advantage of that one. Good job with the hard-earned yards from Flint Davis, Dawson Judd, and then David Harris coming back after a couple plays in the first quarter he'd like to forget, finding the open space, going across for the first points for the Benson Bobcats.
Yeah, big shout-out real quick to the Willcox Quarterbacks Club, the Cook family, Adrian Fuentes. They're a nonprofit organization committed to supporting Willcox athletic youth sports through fundraisers, events, and sponsorships. They raised over $80 grand last year for youth sports in Willcox, Arizona. You can find them on Facebook, the Willcox Quarterback Club. Thank you very much.
So now both teams, David, found that Carol Pierce with Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real Estate in the end zone, and we'll see if they can't keep that up. 11-14 now to play in this first half, and we said we had a ball game at the outset, folks. We meant it.
Oh, again, Cochise County, well, so far, again, that Willcox-Bisbee game was pretty buff, but this is going to be your game of the year because, again, there are serious implications in this one. So that's going to be a nice kick deep.
It's the Warden.
Going to be received by the Warden on the 11-yard line. Warden surveying the field. Warden's going to get that thing up to the 32, where they will take over.
Great kick coverage from the Benson Bobcats, Dave. Anytime Landon Ward doesn't go for 6 points, you did something right on kick coverage. Very disciplined team out of the Benson Bobcats. And we're going to see, they did force a turnover on that last possession for the Willcox Cowboys, but before that, Willcox was kind of driving up and down at will on the Bobcats. We'll see if that turnover lifts their spirits defensively, and we see that stoic blue wall that the Benson Bobcats generally put up against teams.
Willcox is pretty unflappable. I don't think it's going to bother them very much. You know, there's something you told me before the game that I did not know was that Flint Davis has more yards than Landon Ward.
That's what I think.
That is wild. But that is going to be a handoff to the Warden up the right side. He's making people miss. Landon Ward, one more man to go. Landon Ward is gone. So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. I told you, enjoy the show.
Oh, Dave, we all know about the 4.5 speed of Landon Ward. No flags on the field. I feel like that's relevant to say right now. From Landon Ward, he told 3 people, get off of him, as he runs that one into the end zone. Another response from the Willcox Cowboys. One play, one touchdown, all Warden on that one.
Landon Ward, every time we see him, just some home run being hit from 60, 70 yards away. Once again, you think they he can't do it every game, and every time we do see the Willcox Cowboys, there he goes, the Cowboy that can't be caught, number 24, Landon Ward. They're going to go for 2 to try to get this back to a 7-point lead.
Anywhere you want, Ashley. You can set that tripod up.
Smooth Joe under center, quick hit out. They're not going to get that. That's going to stay 12-7. Well, Willcox, quick hit. 12-7 over the Bobcats.
Hey, that was a good job of catching it over there by the rifle. But Flint Davis, and Raleigh Evans there quickly to shut that one down, taking the 2-on-1 advantage. And that's 2 failed extra points / 2-point conversions for the Willcox Cowboys. One thing you said when we broadcasted the Willcox-Bisbee game is that Willcox missed an extra point, which led to Bisbee being able to tie it up and send that one into overtime.
Yeah, that was game of the year, but I have a feeling that that's going to get topped here in Benson, Arizona tonight. And before it does, I want to thank After Hours HVAC for all my local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference, ensuring that their customers receive the highest level of care and commitment. Give After Hours a call, 520-459-5257. Also, thank you to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. You can find Feed Your Chi on social media or give them a call for a free consultation, 520-720-8569.
At Morse Automotive Group, drive recap, 1 play, 1 touchdown,
see ya!
65 yards from the Warden, Landon Ward, already making his stamp on this game.
Short kick fielded at... You got to start fair catching that because they're allowed to decapitate you if you don't.
So that was Reina Lorta on that fair catch there, Dave, from the Benson Bobcats. And he does have to be careful when you signal for the fair catch and then you go simulate that you're going to return to try to draw a foul. That's 15 yards on you. So it's just something you have to be careful of.
And potentially taking a dangerous hit from a special teams player that thinks you're running that ball.
Sonia Chavez Photography says that was awesome. We got a lot of Let's Go Cowboys. And, of course, Willcox Fire and Rescue. Love that one. 12-7, 10:49 to play in the first half.
Don't let my wife know there's firefighters in the chat. I have a feeling she might start changing her mind. 1st and 10, handoff up the middle to Flint. He runs so hard, just like that. Flint Davis might be gone. Flint Davis at the edge. Flint Davis knocked down the 12-yard line. Oh, buckle in, my friends.
It's a light show here in Benson, Arizona. Thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for that. My goodness, Dave. Answer, punch, counter punch, everywhere. Flint Davis, man. If he had anyone chasing him besides the Warden, he houses that one. I thought for a second he got it, but then, Landon Ward, 4.5 speed, catches up to him. But what a ball game we have right now. Flint Davis says, You're gonna take that one back. Hold my soda.
Hold on, we'll get to that in a moment. Purdue set it down. Chud's gonna roll it to his right.
Great coverage.
Dawson Johnson couldn't keep that one. They're going to call holding and bring it back because it would have been a touchdown. Just in case it wasn't. Touchdown, Bobcats!
It sure was, Dave. I saw the commissioner say holding right away. Wasn't looking at it. Can't really criticize, and you know I would if I did see it, but I was looking at the coverage downfield. Great coverage from the Willcox Cowboys and a great play by Dawson Judd, channeling his inner Dalton Crockett, taking off. A lot of quickness and a lot of power behind those legs.
Yeah, Dawson Judd, a lot of quarterback keepers for touchdowns this year. They are going to bring that one back. That's going to make it 1st and 20 for Benson. They've got to get, after that huge Flint Davis run, they got to figure this out. Anyways, Justice, the kid that I work with that will be playing for ALA next year, he played with Flint when they were a little bit younger, and his words, he's psychotic. They said Flint Davis is psychotic.
Blitz
He's
is
looking
on.
to
Good
pass,
pickup.
fakes the pass. He's going to step up. Dawson Judd is slippery and takes a big old hit after a 5-yard gain down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, that was a super sophomore Caleb Cook on that one, Dave. He's been showing up lately defensively for the Willcox Cowboys. Fumble recoveries for touchdowns, interceptions, and now showing that Ismail Cuevas isn't the only hammer on that defense. The chef, Caleb, cooking it up.
The last time we saw Willcox was against San Verde, and Ishmael Cuevas went nuts to the tune of 19 tackles, and many of them very jarring. So 2nd and 15, hands off to Flint. Willcox is all over that. Davis gets nothing. That's going to be 3rd and 15.
Yeah, great play there. Defensive line for the Willcox Cowboys. Osvaldo Rodriguez in there one more time. And it's always impressive when we see Rodriguez get in the backfield, Dave. He plays straight up on the nose guard. He's got potentially 3 blockers to deal with on each play. And he makes plays for the Cowboys time and time again. As we do, looks like we do have a timeout with 9:15 to play here in this first half.
Oh, and what a game we have brewing here tonight in Benson, Arizona. Bobcat country, middle rivals. They've been doing this trophy since 1961.
Well, Dave, as Landon Ward is taking our early MVP for the game, I think it's only right that we thank Ward's Outfitters, LLC, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing our clients the best opportunity to pursue their trophy game. They've been in business for over 20 years. And give them a call at 520-404-5114.
And again, I want to thank the San Pedro Golf Course.
How many times are you going to say San Pedro Golf Course?
San Pedro. An 18-hole championship course built in 2003, located 30 miles southeast of Tucson. Public course, a $19 twilight after 1 p.m.
Dave, we haven't played it. We didn't get a chance to play it. Very tight course. Reminds you of a Star Pass. But the landscape, very Tucson-esque, very Phoenix-esque. You got hills everywhere. You got this gorgeous landscape. 570-yard par 5 that's in the mountains down at a big par 3 the same way.
You that hole, I think.
I birdied that hole.
Oh, birdied it. Excuse me. 3rd and 15 for the Bobcats.
Uh-oh.
Judd rolling to his left. Oh, they're all over it. And a flag is out. The commissioner.
A flag's going to come in. This is going to be an interesting call. Do they say that Judd's arm was moving forward? It looks like the Benson Bobcats came up with the ball anyway. They're going to get, there were multiple holds on this one for the Benson Bobcats.
So you're okay with this call?
About 3 times.
I'm light him up like a jack-o'-lantern. Happy Halloween.
That is one of those where you come out of the huddle, Dave, after the timeout, and head coach Chris Rasmussen says, we are giving Dawson Judd time. Nobody gets to him. Unfortunately, they had to hold to keep Dawson Judd a little bit protected on that one, and even still the Willcox Cowboys got into the backfield.
Is that a turnover on downs?
Oh, it looks like this is going to be a turnover. So they did call fumble. So Dawson Judd did throw it forward, but his arm was contacted before he moved the ball forward. So this is going to be 1st and 10 for the Willcox Cowboys.
I wish that they could get it right so I could get the calls correctly.
I got your back there.
So turnover Willcox. Thank you, Commissioner.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to tell Dan the man that we're going to be a play late every time and to hold up the video.
I swear. There's flags on the field, but no, it's a turnover. So Willcox has the ball. Flint Davis's huge run going for nothing.
Joe Sanchez, he was talking to Cuevas on this. We're going to have a false start, illegal snap on the center.
Kids, I'm going to need you to play sharp football and stop giving them excuses because they love to throw the flags. They love it.
What Dave's saying is don't give them a reason. But, yeah, I mean, as much grief as we get that one, that was Juan Pablo Cordova, I do believe, the center, who snapped that one illegally for the Willcox Cowboys. As much grief as we give the officials at times. You got to shore up before pre-snap penalties, Dave. They
have earned almost every complaint that we have. We've been doing this for 3 years with the commissioner.
Anyway, so like I was saying, you got to shore up pre-snap penalties. That is things you can control.
Yes. That's what I said. The kids need to help us out here.
All right, we're going to have Smooth Joe Sanchez under center. Looks like we're going to have a timeout from the Willcox Cowboys. Their first charge timeout, so each team's now going to have – oh, no, never mind. Willcox took the last timeout, so that's the second timeout taken from the Willcox Cowboys. Benson Bobcats still do have all three. Michael Karen Murphy says, we sure are missing you boys at the Puma game. Oh, we love our Bisbee Pumas, of course. That is Logan Seeley. Logan Seeley plays for Berean Academy.
Score update?
Can we get a score update, Michael Karen Murphy, of the Bisbee game?
I worked with Logan last Saturday. He's great. He's still in high school. He has a future in this. He gets Dave's seal of approval. If the big guy gets sick on me, I'm calling the kid.
Big shout out to Asher McGillis in our chat, holding our camera here tonight. Can't believe we have a camera person. I was super stoked on that. I thought we were going guerrilla style. Asher doing a great job.
Shout her out in the chat. Tell her how good of a job she's doing. Tell
Asher,
us how it looks.
as well, is the director for the home games of the Buena Colts. He's got him.
He's going to downfield. Interception by Dawson Judd. Another turnover for the Benson Bobcats. The defense showing up in a big way tonight.
And Smooth Joe Sanchez had Carter Wyatt downfield, Dave. Unfortunately, that ball just hung up in the air a little too much. Couldn't get over the top of it. Couldn't drive it down the field. And Dawson Judd, I mean, we're losing Sebastian Lopez after this year. And I think one person that might take his here, there, everywhere title is number 9 for the Benson Bobcats.
Oh, no. You only give that one out once in a lifetime. But
yeah,
Dawson
Mr.
Judd.
Here, there, everywhere, Dawson Judd.
So here we go. Judd's going to hand that off up the middle of Flint Davis. He's going to break it up the left side for about 8 yards down to the 32-yard line. Flint looks ready. He looks ready to play some football tonight.
Taylor Ballard in the chat says, dang it, Joe. Yeah, I mean, Joe Sanchez, still an underclassman, really, when you think about it.
His first year.
And this is the first time that Willcox is opening up their offense. They had Cash McCumber and threw 2 times a year last year. So it's just going to take some time to get that one situated.
He is going to hand that off up to Flint. Flint loves to fight for first downs. He's pretty close to this one. Well, and again, you know who you're playing. The Benson Bobcat defense are no slouch whatsoever. So turnovers are going to happen. They created 6 of them against Catalina on Saturday.
It looked like Remington Todd on that one. Caleb Cook was in there. The announcer said Ismail Cuevas was in there as well.
He's always
tackle.
in there.
So that's going to be a 3rd and short now for the Benson Bobcats. Obviously,
nobody in
your opponent's territory. This is 4-down territory.
Nobody in the backfield for the Bobcats. They're going to roll Judd out. He's going to beat the pro.
No, he's not.
No, he is not. 76. What do we got?
Jonathan Miranda on the sack for the Willcox Cowboys. That's going to push the Benson Bobcats back just far enough to think about whether they need to punt this. But Dave, 7:23 to go in the first half. Your defense is starting to pick it up a little bit. You go ahead. You go ahead and go for this one.
Yeah, you're going for this. 4th and 4. Judd's going to roll out to the right. He had Davis in the flat. Doesn't like it. Looking a little further downfield. Interception for the Cowboys. That's Caleb Cook.
The chef.
The chef is in the kitchen. Caleb Cook, again, every game we play, he has a turnover.
He was in Benson's kitchen for sure on that one. The chef cooking it up, Dave. On that one, Dawson Judd that was just great coverage from the Willcox Cowboys. Judd tried to force that one, and that's going to come with a little bit of experience. He had a chance to lower his shoulder and try to get the 5 yards that way. Unfortunately, makes the decision that winds up in a turnover. We've had huge runs. We've had explosive plays all over, and we've had a lot of turnovers. These boys coming out like teams that are fighting for their playoff lives tonight, Dave.
Oh, this one's for my wife. One chef in the kitchen. So Caleb Cook double stuffing that cookie with the interception. New possession for the Cowboys. Oh, a delayed handoff to the Ronan. And if he beats it, he's got it.
He's got to get it.
He's got to get the edge. And he's gone. Oh, he gets taken out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Landon Ward. Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen.
Big shout out to Hunter Rogers of the Benson Bobcats, forcing Landon Ward to go out of bounds on that one. 6:50 to play. We do have a first down. I thought we were stopping the game. Apparently not, but what a play from the Ward, Landon Ward. Well over 100 yards rushing in this first half against the Bobcat defense that some say is the best in Southern Arizona.
That's 150 yards if you're talking about the Warden. That first one was 70. That one was 60, plus the other. Yeah, he's got 150 already.
I said well over 100 yards.
Yeah,
Why are you arguing things we agree on?
I'm just trying to get that number a little bigger. He's at 150. Cuevas is at a ton. Flint Davis is over 100. And it's only 12-7.
And aside from that first drive, we've had very calm on the disputable flag. So absolutely just a great half of football as the Benson Bobcats are the one to take that timeout, Dave.
This timeout is brought to you by Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Also, thank you to Swaharo Air Solutions. Guaranteed honest service. Choose Swaharo, locally owned and operated. You give them a call, 520-699-4237 to hear about their limited time furnace service and installation special. Wintertime is a-coming. You got to get the furnace serviced.
No doubt about that.
So, wow, what a game. We promised you a good game, folks. Well, we delivered. Well, the kids delivered, I should say. So, Willcox, after the huge run by the Warden, going to get a new set of downs on the 15-yard lines. Paul Pizzi's quarter said that big blue wall of the Benson Bobcats is going to have to step up right now. So, Smooth Joe is going to be under center, power formation for Willcox, power left. But they're going to run a counter on it. Oh, Cuevas gets nothing on that one.
Workman.
Andrew Workman with a big tackle at the line of scrimmage.
And that looked like that was breaking open, Dave. Good call on the counter there. The Willcox had it blocked up except for one person, and that was Andrew Workman, who comes in the backfield. And we talk about it all the time. If AIA would keep top 10 stat trackers for tackles for loss, Andrew Workman would be up there all the time.
Yes, he was instrumental in all those turnovers on Saturday. And they created a lot of them.
Robin in the chat says, way to go, Caleb. Obviously talking about that interception a minute ago.
Smooth Joe. That is going to be a handoff to the right side. He's got Cuevas with a big collision at the 5-yard line. That may be the first down.
I think that stretch got him the first down for sure, Dave. We'll have to get the official word from the officials. But for my money, that's a first down, and that's going to be a first and goal for the Biggity Bobcats.
That's assuming that they know where they are currently.
And they're going to say third down. I got to disagree with that spot. When Cuevas reached, he was at the 4-yard line. So Willcox, a little bit of adversity here to come against. And if you're the Benson Bobcats, it's exactly what you need. You have to step up and make this play.
Third and a whisker. Let's see if the big blue wall can shut him down. Hands to Cuevas. He gets the first down. Touchdown, Willcox. So you want to be a Cowboy. Ishmael Cuevas will show you how to do it.
The Benson Bobcats take the first lead of the game here, Dave. This is going to be 13. Well, they put the score on the wrong team there. It's going to be
Willcox just scored.
Oh, Willcox. What did I say?
Benson.
I'm losing my mind, Dave. It's 18-7.
It's not just me.
No, dude, we had a long day at San Pedro Golf Course. What a drive from the Willcox Cowboys. 18-7. They will try the extra point. Don't roast me in the chat, folks. I'm very sensitive.
Let's try this again without the oops. Watch Ishmael Cuevas kick this football. See ya! Oh, my goodness.
Pro style leg on that one.
Track.
How do you think about it? What do we got there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
do the
40.
math on that.
It's about a 45, 50-yard extra point he just kicked.
Yeah, so you got it to the track. That looks like it's about 25 yards plus. Yeah, call it 45-yarder. Dead middle, I might add. That touchdown is brought to you by Carol Pierce at the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real
Where's
Estate.
our brains at, brother?
I'm telling you, we're sunbeat. But she is the best realtor in Benson, Arizona the last 3 years. So give Carol Pierce a call if you're in the market to buy or sell your home. She's the best in the business. Serves Pima and Cochise County.
Our Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap, Dave. Typical for a Willcox Cowboy drive recap. Landon Ward runs the ball very far in one play, and then they lay on the hammers. Remington Todd, and this time Ishmael Cuevas to get in the end zone and get that touchdown. Cowboys up 19-7 on the Bobcats. Again, Willcox fighting for a playoff game at home, while the Bobcats just fighting for a playoff game here this season.
Well, again, Benson will not be going quietly. You know that. Oh, they're going for the onside kick. And that's
a fair catch. That should be a personal foul. If they did call a fair catch, or are they not calling the fair catch? What's going on, Dave?
It looks like they're going to get the ball to the Willcox
Cowboys.
And now the flag comes out. Oh, no, yeah, I'm going to let you figure this out.
And they can't do it. Robin Moreau in the chat says Marana is up 21-7 on the Buena Colts. It's not over yet. As Richard Wilson says, Dave, help Paul out with the teams. Yeah, absolutely, please.
21-7 Marana.
We're just excited. There's too many games going on right now. Does anyone have the Bisbee Tombstone update for us? Where is J.P. Wildman?
21-7 Marana, you said?
Yes. It was 14-7 just 5 seconds ago. Dan the Man commented in that and quickly changed it to 21-7. The Buena Colts, they're a team usually built around defense, but this year their only loss came because their defense was struggling to get stops, and it looks like that's the case again.
I believe in the kids. We ain't done yet. Buena, you've been waiting for this game for a year. You're not done yet. And their coach is going to have them lit up at halftime.
Looks like we have kid catch interference on the Willcox Cowboys.
No, why are they getting the ball?
They're not.
Oh. Well,
Trust me, just wait.
Why
brother.
are the chains wrong?
Just wait, brother.
Does anybody down there besides the kids know what they're doing?
Just give it a second. We did have a Let's Go Jason Santo from Catherine Santo in the chat. Jason Santo, of course, super sophomore, about 7 feet tall down there. The type of size you need for a wide receiver. This Santo-Judd connection, if it doesn't blossom at the end of the year this year, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with next year for sure.
I had him smiling before the game. I was like, oh, there's Randy Moss. Like, there he is. So I got to smile at him. I got to smile at Landon Ward. He broke somebody on the defense. I'm like, I would have caught him. He looked at me. I got to smile. What are they doing? Move the chains. Move the chains.
And we are going to move the chains.
I can't announce and do all the jobs at the same time.
Of course, we thank
all
our volunteers.
Here we go. Bobcat ball. That's going to be a handoff to Flint. Over to the left. Flint runs so hard, about 8 yards.
Yeah, Flint, a little ambitious on that first down call from Flint Davis, and we do have a flag in the backfield.
Come on, Commish.
I was going to say power and power as Flint Davis meets Ismail Cuevas in the hole. And that's going to be completely irrelevant as we're going to move this one back 10 yards. 1st and 20 now for the Biggity Bobcats.
Does anybody out there happen to have like one of those American Express gold cards where you get all these super frequent flyer miles? We need to buy somebody a one-way plane ticket for Christmas to like Bermuda. Make sure it's somewhere nice so he never wants to come home. 1st and 20 for the Bobcats. Hand off to Davis to the right side. Willcox is all over that. 2nd and 23.
Definitely Cavely Cook in the backfield. He's really starting to come on, Dave. Going to be a force for the Willcox Cowboys. Again, only a sophomore, and that's going to drive the Benson Bobcats even further back. The wind is slightly against the Bobcats, which you might not think is a big deal, but especially in high school football, if you can't get on top of that ball and throw it through the wind, it has a tendency to flutter. We saw it on an interception earlier, so you got to be careful.
A couple of approach shots today.
The ones that hit the green? Who got 2 birdies, by the way?
Not me. Dawson Judd rolling to his left, 2nd and a mile. He had Santo right through his hand. Santo knows it.
Yeah, Santo was trying to make a bigger play than probably should have. I'm sure if he wanted to do it again, Dave, he would have laid out for that catch and just got a few yards, but he was looking to get a lot of the penalty yardage back, unfortunately just off his hands. 3rd down and a Bobcat mile. This is one where you do the Josh Allen, you do the Patrick Mahomes, you just send someone on the street and throw it as far as you can, and if they intercept it, great, it was a punt.
They try to get an interference call.
Interference or a catch or anything.
Well, again, Benson right now, this is starting to slip away from Benson. They need this play right now. They need to get half of this back at least. He's going to fake that handoff. He has good protection.
They're going to throw it back. He had the wheel. He's got it. But the pressure too much.
That is a sack for number 70, same guy as before.
Yeah, Dave, that's going to be Jonathan Miranda for the Willcox Cowboys. And boy, did Benson, and you can see Flint Davis, he is unhappy down there. They had Flint Davis on a wheel running wide open, 1st down and more. Unfortunately, if you're a Bobcat fan, the Willcox Cowboys with too much pressure. Dawson Judd couldn't set his feet, couldn't locate the wheel, and that's going to be 4th down for the Bobcats.
Jonathan Miranda having a day So 4th and a Bobcat mile. That is going to bring out the punt team. 3:37 and ticking. And the warden is waiting back on the 15-yard line. Not a welcome sight if you're a Benson Bobcat fan.
Thank you to Carol Hardy and Dan Powers. 21-12. Bisbee on top of Tombstone.
Oh, a tight one. Oh, line drive kick. Another way to keep the ball away from Landon Ward. So that's going to be down to the 20-yard line. Good job by the head coach, Mr. Coach Rasmussen, to keeping the ball away from number 24. He's already got him a couple times.
Good hustle down there from big number 51, Dylan Spangler. But now the Willcox Cowboys, Dave, they can put a big statement on this game right now with 3:19 to play in the first half, 19-7. You imagine if they go up 26-7 going into half against this Benson Bobcat defense.
Oh, Motley Lewis playing in the background. It's senior night at Benson, Arizona. There is some SSVEC electricity in the air.
Jolie Cowell and Willcox Fire and Rescue cheering on the Willcox Cowboys.
I mean, if you're the Bobcats, you've created 2 turnovers inside the 50 in this game, and you have 7 points. That's going to hand up to the warden. I mean, he's just so hard to take down. Oh, my goodness, he almost pulled out of it again. 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Tyler Rush, and first one to hit him. Dave couldn't hold on. I know Buck Garrett was in there to finally get the warden down. Time's ticking. Willcox in no hurry. If they get points, great. If not, they're up 12 points going into half, and I do believe they actually kick off in the second half.
That big blue wall of the Benson Bobcats, love the alliteration, is going to have to hold their own right here.
I was panicking.
Oh, a delayed handoff. Oh, game saver from number 28 of the Benson Bobcats. He can save the touchdown.
Tyler Rush, and this time did hang on, but another first down for the warden, Landon Ward, having his way with this Benson Bobcat defense. Dave, this is, some people were talking about why Landon doesn't get carries early on in the season, because when it comes time and we need a postseason run, Landon Ward is going to be our future back without all the shots. He's fresh as ever right now.
Oh, and the lightning and the thunder with him and Cuevas. That is going to be a handoff to Cuevas up the right side.
Good cut.
Oh, Cuevas, he could have cut it to the right. He decides to go for the hit instead.
I love
Andrew Workman.
I love ball carriers that look for contact, kind of like an Isaiah Pacheco. I'm going to have to find out different different players that aren't on the Chiefs, Marshawn Lynch style. And that's going to be a first down
Eric
after that
Dickerson
run from Ismail Cuevas, met in the hole by Andrew Workman.
Or to the late, great Jim Brown. We don't go out of bounds. Ismail Cuevas, just like Jim Brown, doesn't go out of bounds.
Willcox getting it in.
New set of downs on the 40 for the Cowboys.
Under 2 minutes to
in
play.
Motion, Remington Tubb. That's going to be a handoff to the warden.
It's Cuevas.
They tricked me with those plays. 2nd and 7.
We're going to have to hurry up and get to the line. 1:40 to play. Willcox only 1 timeout. Remember, they used 2 earlier in the first half. And now 2nd down, they're going to huddle. They move with a sense of urgency, but then again, they don't want to leave the Benson Bobcats any time on the clock as well. It's kind of like
Benson likes to create turnovers, so you give him the ball right here. That's plenty of time for Benson. And that's going to be a hand.
Oh, what a play, Flint Davis.
Flint Davis. Why do you think I gave him Player of the Week last week? Puts the team on his back, and he saw the look back to Landon Ward. Flint Davis is not playing any shenanigans out there today.
Now, Benson and Willcox, Dave, they are hard-hitting football towns. Country boys up here, Dave, they just love to hit, and that's all they want to do. They want to fight and bale hay. That's going to be the last time out for the Willcox Cowboys. 1:14 to play. 3rd down and long for the Cowboys. Benson Bobcats, if they do get this ball back, Dave, 2 timeouts. It's only 1:14 on the clock. And with an arm from Dawson Judd like he has, they can possibly get something going before the end of the first half.
But that timeout is brought to you by Desert RV. Step into adventure with Desert RV. Serving Cochise County since 2018 with unbeatable prices. Your go-to for newer used RVs. Experience easy and friendly service and join them in exploring the open road together. Desert RV in Huachuca City.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the Willcox Quarterback Club. They're a nonprofit organization that's committed to the Willcox, Arizona youth sports community. Through fundraisers, events, and sponsorships, they raised over $80,000 last year for the sports in Willcox, Arizona. You can find them on Facebook at the Willcox Quarterback Club.
All right. So, big play for the big blue wall of the Benson Bobcats right here. 3rd and 8. There'll be enough time on that clock, but they've got to get the stop here.
Sanchez.
Smooth Joe dropping back. He's got the screen pass available to him. Let's see how many yards of work he can get. How about all of them? How about Landon Ward has broken it past the 40-yard line down to the 29-yard line. The Cowboy that can't be caught, Landon Ward.
And here we go again, Dave. I told you, watch for that one early on in the game. Willcox Cowboys offensive line 10 yards downfield, ineligible downfield, but if the refs don't call it, that's a play call you go back to. Again, that's a huge advantage blocking downfield.
Smooth Joe spiking it dead, and the commissioner just hasn't thrown a flag at 5 plays. So it's a false start on a spike.
Makes sense.
Love it. But yeah, Smooth Joe setting him up like Richard Nixon out there on that screen pass. False start on a spike. That is a new one. When you think you've seen it all in this world, and the clock will now run, 1st and 15.
Yeah, Willcox got to be cognizant of that. We do have a lot of cheers for John and Ward in the chat. And then City of Willcox government in our chat saying the running backs are running behind Travis Larson, standout lineman for the Willcox Cowboys.
We know about Mr. Larson. Warden is breaking it out to the right. The Warden's got the edge. The Warden is pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line by Flint Davis, or Andrew Workman, excuse me. But they are knocking on the Bobcats' door, and senior night's about to get a little uglier here in Benson, Arizona. If Willcox punches this in.
Benson just having a lot of trouble with the speed of Landon Ward right now, Dave.
Who doesn't?
They have got to make some big adjustments at halftime. They have got to, for lack of a better word, nut up here. It's 19-7. You cannot go down 26-7 in this ball game.
For the Benson defense, like you said, it's nut up or shut up time right now.
It's tough. The Willcox Cowboys have the hammer right there in the backfield.
Ishmael Cuevas.
And we have a timeout.
That's a good timeout by the Benson Bobcats, because this is ball game right here. If they not ball game, I mean, you know what I mean.
Figuratively speaking.
Figuratively speaking,
for sure.
It would not be good for the Benson Bobcats to give up 6 points.
You're absolutely right about that, Dave. You know what other thing you're right about, Dave?
What's that?
It's Super Lube Plus. You always sing their praises. They're a hometown service center providing for oils, tires, and more. You can give them a call at 520-586-4OIL. That's 520-586-4645. Go Biggity Bobcats.
Yeah, we're giving a lot of love to our local businesses that advertise with us tonight. All of your Cool FM businesses are on that banner on your screen that you can see. Support all of the businesses that support your community. Without those businesses, Cool FM wouldn't be in existence, and you wouldn't be watching this game on Cool FM Live right now. So that includes SSVEC and the Copper Queen Community Hospital and Sonic and Titles.
Let's give a special shout out to the Copper Queen Community Hospital, because I went there and I thought there was something majorly wrong with me. And they said, you're just old and fat. And since then, I dropped 12 pounds, Dave. So thank you so much to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. You can contact them at 520-432-6435.
So 18 seconds left. Willcox has the ball on the 2-yard line.
A lot of Willcox fans want him to punch this one in right now, Dave.
Again, that would be a very close to putting an end to this rivalry game. They hand it to the Hammer. He's not going to get it.
Second effort.
So you want to be a Cowboy. Touchdown, Willcox. Ishmael Cuevas, the Hammer, puts it home.
And look at that Cowboy sideline go crazy, Dave. They know how big this game is. They know how important a 25/26-7 lead is in this ball game against the Benson Bobcats. Benson, one of the hotter teams in Cochise County right now, find themselves back 25-7 against this buzzsaw that is the Willcox Cowboys.
Well, again, I will point out that last Saturday it was 12-12 against an inferior Catalina team. Coach Rasmussen fired those boys up, and Ishmael
Watch out, man.
You're never gonna. Yeah, he almost hit the band member. He almost hit the drummer with the football. I think he was aiming for him.
He might have been. Wow, my goodness. Who could have seen this
Coach
one
Rasmussen
coming?
had them fired up after halftime last week. I expect nothing less than the Benson Bobcats to bring it back to the Willcox Cowboys.
Taylor Ballard in the chat says the Hammer hitting the nails in the coffin.
Oh, we're not there yet.
Oh, Taylor Barlett says we are. Ballard.
We have a lot of football to play here, and this is a rivalry game. This trophy's been getting handed back and forth since 1961. So these are two teams that are very well acquainted with each other, to say the least.
Currently in possession of the Willcox Cowboys, and they're looking to keep it 26-7. Again, Dave, Willcox Cowboys firmly in postseason play. They're going to have an easy win coming up for the last game of the season, but they are fighting for more. They are looking to get that
home
8
playoff
spot
game,
and get that
put us in a
home
really
playoff.
bad spot. I might add.
We will split up for that one for sure. One of us will be in Willcox, one of us will be in Bisbee. We have to.
And that's going to be an onside kick. Oh,
It did travel 10 yards.
Yeah, he was all over that. But
But
the ball does go out of bounds, so that
could have been another extra possession for the Willcox Cowboys. Unfortunately not. 26-7. Willcox has to employ the 4 verticals here. You just try to get
Benson.
some. Here we go. Benson has to employ the 4 verticals here. Get something downfield. Give yourself a shot at the end zone. 9 seconds. That's enough for 2 plays, and they do have a timeout.
Well, and again, that wheel route on that last possession, the Flint was wide open. I mean, again, you can't really disguise that right now with only 9 seconds on the clock.
There's a flag on the play, illegal something on the Willcox Cowboys. That's going to give Benson a little.
He said illegal something.
It wasn't a false start. I don't know how it's an illegal formation, but here we go.
So they got the ball on the 46. Look for Judd. He's got trips left. Look for Judd to just try to air this thing out.
Oh, fake. No,
He's
they
gonna
didn't
fake it
bite.
to Santo. There's nothing there but a bunch of Cowboys. That's going to bring us to halftime. 26-7. Willcox surprisingly over Benson.
Well, Osvaldo Rodriguez and the aforementioned in our chat from the Willcox City government, Travis Larson coming up with that sack to end the first half and a fitting into the first half the way this game has gone. 26-7, the Warden offensively. Too much for the Benson Bobcats and that defensive line for the Willcox Cowboys led by Travis Larson and Osvaldo Rodriguez. Christian Teeters getting it done. Christian Teeters kind of like a floating linebacker.
Crazy. I'm sorry. The other one, he's got 2 sacks already.
76, Jonathan Miranda.
Yeah. So, but yeah, at halftime here, folks, they're going to do a little.
Well, I wasn't done giving analysis, so it is what it is.
No, you do you.
But and this one, Benson has to think they had their opportunities. Like you said, 2 turnovers inside the 50 of the Willcox Cowboys. Only 7 points to show for it. Now, outside of that touchdown drive, not a lot of offense for the Benson Bobcats.
Well, again, 2 turnovers inside the 50. They were on the 11-yard line after that Davis run. They're unable to punch it in right now. But again, it's halftime, folks. We are going to take a short break. Stick around with us for the second half of our Cochise County Game of the Week between the Benson Bobcats and the Willcox Cowboys.
We'll let you enjoy the halftime show, folks, and stick around because Dan the Man would like to thank our sponsors on the video screen and also give some highlights to our Cochise County High School Sports Show. Unfortunately, folks, we will have to mute the stream for the copyrighted music so we don't get taken down, but enjoy the visuals. driving right now. It's still the first half. Ashmore's completing some kind of pass. face off.
It was like, you need to go down to the room, man. You gotta get that fight over there. Touchdown.
There you have it, the Benson Bobcats marching band. Under the leadership of our student conductors, Haley Gernot and Isabella Laura. Great job, Cats.
What's up? All right. Hot mics.
You'll have time to go down to the Benson alumni concession stand. These people bringing up popcorn.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us here for the second half on Cool FM Live for our Cochise County Game of the Week between the Benson Bobcats and the Willcox Cowboys. As you can see from those wonderful graphics on your screen, the score is 26-7. But as I said, at the end of the first half, after what I saw Saturday against Catalina, the Benson Bobcats are not done by sight. I can promise you that. I'm Dave Davies, joined by Paul Pizzi-Corder. The second half is going to be underway in just a couple minutes, but before it does, I'd like to thank some people that make this broadcast possible for you for free on Cool FM. With Desert RV. Step into adventure with Devices. They are your go-to for newer used RVs. Experience easy and friendly service and join them in exploring the open road together.
Well, Dave, we're broadcasting under the SSVEC lights, but I would also like to thank Synergy Home Care. When you need to find care for someone you love, it's important that it feels right. Synergy provides non-medical home care. You can get that covered. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035 to see how they can alleviate costs to you.
Also, a big shout out to Super Lube Plus, your hometown service center. They do oil, tires, and more. Located at 1040 West 4th Street in Benson, Arizona. Give them a call, 520-586-4OIL. And they say, go Bobcats, who have just rejoined us on the field.
Thank you to P&B Tire Services based in Willcox. We specialize in tire sales and repairs. Come down and see Mark Teeters at 520, or you can call 520-766-5550.
Thank you to Ward's Outfitters, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients the best opportunity to pursue their hunting trophy game. They've been a full-time outfitting service for over 20 years, and their guides are the best in the business, and they're all professional hunters with years of experience. Give Ward's Outfitters a call, 520-404-5114.
Robin Moreau in the chat, and Kim Sanchez cheering on the Cowboys. But we got a "I Love You Each" by Brittany Kay. Have a team hat on. So I think that we had both the Benson Bobcats and the team hat initially. Either which way, thank you so much. Rescue Willcox Fire and Rescue back in the chat. And also back in the chat is our Ed Morse Automotive Group Drive recaps, which had 26 points for the Willcox Cowboys against 7 of the Benson Bobcats. What a scoreboard that they've been sponsoring tonight.
Yeah, thank you. A big shout out to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness program. You can find Feed Your Chi on social media at Feed Your Chi or give them a call 520-720-8569.
Shout out to Barnett's Propane and Barnett's Towing, serving our community since 1963.
Thanks to After Hours HVAC for all your local heating and cooling needs. After Hours is driven to make a difference in ensuring customers will receive the highest level of care and commitment. Give After Hours a call 520-459-5257.
It looks like Bisbee's up 21-8. In that ball game.
Tight one.
And it's 28-28 Buena Colts over Marana, and that is brought to you by the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Physical therapy departments exist in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas. One of them, not going to name which, got me on the right track to weight loss, and they can help you too. 520-432-6435.
You're probably asking yourself, Dave, how do I get back on the right track? Big shout out to Carol Pierce with the Tara Finch Group at Haymore Real Estate.
Clown.
If you're looking to buy or sell your home, give Carol a call. She's a dedicated real estate agent providing exceptional service to clients in Pima and Cochise County and has been honored to receive first place in Best of Benson Real Estate 3 years running. Give her a call, 520-977-5328.
Well, Dave, one of the things the Copper Queen Community Hospital told me is I got to stop spending all my days at the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. And I told them, did you know Wacky Pack Wednesdays are kids' meals for $2.49 every Wednesday? How am I supposed to not go there?
Oh, I'm aware.
Hey, if you're in shape and you're not gross like me, you can go there with no limit to how many Wacky Pack Wednesday meals you can get.
We're all kids at heart. Thank you to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com or find them at Sea Sun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall.
Like to thank Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management for getting off those pesky flags that we had early on. And also, they're the #1 pest control company in Cochise County. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
And lastly, thank you to Swaro Air Solutions of Sierra Vista. Give them a call, 520-699-4237 to find out about their furnace servicing and installation specials.
No, sir. I'd like to thank Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. They're now open at from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And also thank you to the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Visit them at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Shout out Danimal, Dan the man. His wife actually produces all the soaps for that company.
Well, Sierra Vista Soap Company just got double dipped because my co-broadcaster hasn't listened to me in 3 years. And I wouldn't either.
Okay, well, again, at the same time, I think we skipped him. There you go. We got to give Dan the man the love. Again, the graphics, the replays, penalties, the penalty tracker that'll have on next.
What about that sweet camera work over there?
And thank you to Asher from the Buena High School. A film student actually directs the home games for the Buena Colts. So all the great visuals that you see directly because of Asher. And speaking of great visuals, I saw a great visual in that game. 28-28, Buena ties the #1 team in the state of Arizona, #1 in 5A, #1 in open bracket, 28-28. Take that, AIA. They put 70 points on the team, and you moved them down to 10.
Tried to tell you, Buena Colts are going to give Miranda that business, and Bisbee flirting around with losing their home playoff game.
I told you about Nash Moore. I told you about Nash Cash Moore all day.
Yeah, Bisbee screws around and loses to DJ Elias. They might mess around and lose. We know how much AIA hates us. They lose to Tombstone. They might lose that home playoff game.
One team's getting a playoff game out of Cochise County. That's it.
They might shatter my dreams of doing a home playoff game in Bisbee, Arizona.
The Buena Colts. Boy, have they galvanized Sierra Vista.
I'm telling you. You wanted some Dave Stradamus. Well, you got it. I may have gotten the score wrong, but I'm not going to get the winner wrong.
No,
they were down 14. They got all the momentum. Well, let's refocus on the game we have in front of us.
Back in hard chat, Catherine Santos says, okay, Benson, kick it into high gear like you always do in the second half. You got this, boys.
If Logan Seeley was here, he would say the Benson Bobcats are a second-half team. He's been watching them all year, and he is not wrong. That's going to be a squib kick to the sidelines. Hits his hands and goes out of bounds. So ball for the Bobcats on their first, second half possession, going to start on the 37-yard line.
A little miscommunication there from Colton Deskins and Jason Santos. Santos had the fair catch called. And when the man's coming in, it's kind of just like baseball, Dave. If you're coming in and someone's going out, you give it to the guy that's coming in. But Colton Deskins, fortunate there, off his hands and goes out of bounds.
one of the many Deskinses that you'll find in Benson, Arizona.
Freshman last year did a great job as the Benson Bobcats got to the semifinals of the state playoffs in
Sure
baseball.
did. They live in Tempe Diablo Stadium.
Gorgeous
So
stadium.
here comes Benson Bobcats, and they need some points. He's going to hold on to that as long as he can. Quarterback keeper,
What a
shoestring tackle to keep it to an only 4-yard gain.
Hammer on that one. Ismail Cuevas getting that tackle on Dawson Judd. Made the right read on that veer option, keeping the ball. Just unfortunate for him. Ismail Cuevas is kind of a monster lately. We call him the Hammer for a reason.
Explain to the folks at home what the veer means.
A veer is just a delayed option where you're trying to run. You're either going to run a sweep or the quarterback's going to take it and tuck it up on the same play side, different from other options you see.
Judd rolling to his right, steps up in the pocket. That's very dangerous play. Remington Todd and Landon Ward in the area. Dawson Judd's got to keep his eye out for those secondary players.
Yeah, looking for Raleigh Evans on that one in the rifle, Dave, like you said there, to make that play. Looked like a one-man route, so either throw it or run it, and Dawson Judd thought he could fit it in there. Fortunately, just missed it. Third down now for the Benson Bobcats in a drive that they really need points on.
Yes, they do. Again, the playoffs are seeping away from Benson. They're going to need to find a first down on this possession. I trust number 9 can do it. So here comes Judd. 4 wide. He's going to fake the handoff to Flint and roll to his left. He's got Santo for the first down into Cowboy territory at the 46-yard line.
As every play, Dave, I look for a flag when there's a big play. There are no flags on the field. Beautiful design on that one. They got Dawson Judd bootlegging out with no pressure at all. Jason Santo, a great comeback route. First down, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bobcats.
Yeah, big play, needed play. So that 46-yard line, new set of downs. Judd's going to roll to his right. Protection's been good in the second half. He wants the whole thing. He's got Santo. I think Santo was laid out. I mean, that's a tough play. But Santo, it was within laying out distance.
And Santo looked like he stumbled towards the end there, lost his footing, couldn't really regain it. But what a play! I think with that one,
home run.
Oh, man, Dave, that was so close. That could have brought the Bobcats right back into it. Cowboys dodge a bullet, and we'll see if they can't capitalize off that momentum.
Pun intended there?
Not at all.
So 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Judd with a quick hitter to Santo off the left side. Good blocking. Santo's going to get close to that first down marker. He's going to get the first down.
Well, Jason Santo, the super sophomore for the Benson Bobcats, you can look at him walking behind all these juniors and seniors, taller than everybody, and he looks like he's going to be a focal point of the second half of the Benson Bobcats, and that is a great adjustment made by head coach Chris Rasmussen and the offensive staff. You have got to give Santo the ball any way necessary, and he is rewarding him.
Again, Coach Rasmussen is a great adjuster at halftime, so Benson is not done yet. Hand off to Flint Davis. Ooh, big tackle coming in from Ismail Cuevas. Got a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's a good run play there for the Benson Bobcats. Any positive yardage you can get, that's going to keep your drives going. That's just what the NFL even is today. You just want to keep the positive plays, limit the negative plays, and that's exactly what they did on that one. Great run of 5 yards.
Bobcats are moving. He's going to quarterback keep that one rolling out to the right side. Looks like he's got the room. He's going to get the first down and a couple more yards after that. Looks like probably a late hit on the sidelines. And now the flags stay in their pockets. 22-yard line, new set of downs.
Oh, that's not good. Dawson Judd was hit very hard.
Yeah.
Legally or illegally. That was a very hard hit on quarterback Dawson Judd, and he is down on the other side. Willcox trainers taking care of him while the Benson trainers rush over to see if he's going to be okay. A first down run when we resume football action, but right now that's the last thing on anyone's mind. Dawson Judd down on the ground for the Benson Bobcats.
I didn't even see him down. We need to get number 9 up on his feet. He does not appear to be in a good way.
Even Benson coaching staff now going over there. Head coach Chris Rasmussen.
He does not appear to be in a good way at all. Come on, Dawson. We've had a couple of scary ones this year.
On this field, we've had a couple of scary ones.
Come on, Dawson. You're going to be okay. I do not want to see number 9. He has had such a good year this year. And again, they are right back in this ball game. We need to get number 9 on his feet. They're telling Coach Rasmussen to get away. Excuse me?
Well, Chris Rasmussen, obviously he's talking to the officials about the late hit there, Dave. And right now, they just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, his quarterback's laying on the ground.
Well, I mean, he's on the field all the way over to the Willcox sideline. It's perfectly okay for the officials to tell him to go back to his sideline.
And there's a lot of people moving across the. Oh,
Dawson is sitting up. Dawson Judd is sitting up, and he is
he's
to
on
his feet.
Oh, my goodness. I hope that he's just a little rattled. I hope the number 9 is going to be okay. He's going to have to miss a play, maybe 2 or 3, but I hope he's going to be okay because they need number 9 on that field.
Thank you again for
A lot of
everyone
people surrounding Dawson Judd right now.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live for this broadcast. The bitter rivalry between the Benson Bobcats and the Willcox Cowboys. Dawson Judd walking off, which is the best sign. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, follow the new Cool FM Sports page, and subscribe to the YouTube Cool FM Live page. Just in case Mark Zuckerberg decides to take us down for another few games, we'll have those on YouTube, where they're a lot more lenient, a lot more reasonable on the videos that they play. So Dawson Judd is limping over to the sideline. It does not. The great thing we could say is he's off on his own power. I'm kind of looking at the arms to see if it is an arm issue.
I'm trying to figure out what the issue could be here.
Either which way,
he's
now
one of our superstars here in 2A football.
Now the Benson Bobcats need a new quarterback as they're going to usher Dawson Judd back to the bench area. He is holding his right arm, I believe.
Yeah, that's where my eyes are right now. Again, no ad reads during injuries, so I'm just taking a look at number 9 and seeing what could possibly be wrong over here.
His arms are intact. Everything's good, so hopefully Dawson Judd can shake this one off.
Trying to see what they're looking at. Okay, we got to get number 9 back on. I mean, health first, but we got to get number 9 back on that field.
And now we're going to see for the first time how the Benson Bobcats look without number 9, Dawson Judd, over there. And we're going to see who they're going to bring in for quarterback. As the team, Dawson Judd was the new starter, took over for Dalton Crockett. The backup quarterback last year was Brax Clough, no longer with the team.
Looks like they might be content to run a wildcat type formation here with Flint Davis, but number 12 looks like he's lining up at quarterback.
That's going to be Cohen Barney. He's going to be lining up at quarterback for the Benson Bobcats, as I almost get the names wrong one more time. Barney, just a freshman.
Setting him up for success here. They're deep in Willcox territory.
Barney does have a couple of touchdown passes this season.
Oh, sorry, everybody has to play Santa Rita. Cohen Barney is going to hand that off to Davis.
They're ready for it.
Yeah, Willcox is going to be ready. He's still, but that's Flint Davis. He still gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
Big, tough running from Flint Davis on that one, like you said, Dave. Made something out of nothing there. The Willcox Cowboys, I fully expect to sell out on this one with Dawson Judd on the sideline. They are going to be playing 0-0 coverage. They're going to have 9 people next to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly the coverage that they're coming out with.
-0.
Is in shotgun. He's going to try to keep it rolled to his left. There, heavy pressure on the freshman. And he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe another yard.
Yeah, a couple of yards on that one. No, absolutely. Barney, this is big-time high school football right now for the freshman. And this is actually really good experience for
they're
him.
looking at Judd for a concussion.
I know. I didn't want to say the C word on stream. But Barney, this is great experience for Mr. Barney here. This is going to help him out when he is the quarterback taking over in a couple of years.
And if Rasmussen has the guts to throw the ball, it will be wide open. But it is a freshman.
Maybe not. Look how off they're playing.
3rd and 5.
Oh,
Ball's
no.
on the ground. He picks it up, and he's still on his feet. But no, that's not going to do much good. He's just going to take.
Oh, and it looks like we might have a helmet-to-helmet shot. Ismail Cuevas coming in there, and the flag is going to be thrown. Cuevas and Teeters in combined on the sack, and it is going to be helmet-to-helmet on this one. That might give the Bobcats the first down.
Mercy call right there. I thought the kid set himself up for failure on that one. So a little bit of a mercy call from the commissioner to keep Benson in this game.
So when the quarterback is a ball carrier, he doesn't get any protections. However, you could still call helmet to helmet if he thinks the defensive player ducked his head and hit him with the very crown of his helmet, which is what's being called here.
Is that what you saw?
Why do you do that?
I'm setting you
Why
up.
do you do that? What's going on here? We're going to try to – come on now.
Why do I have to always be the one with the controversy? Why can't it be you?
Well, stop being controversial. You wouldn't be the one with the controversy.
Oh, that's going to be a first down. They are going to move the chains. So they are inside the 20-yard line, down on the 17-yard line. Judd is still on the bench. Again, half of my attention is on number 9 over there. I'm sorry, please remind me number 12's name again.
Oh, Cohen Barney.
Cohen Barney. So let's see if he can get the biggest moment of his life and get some points on the board for the Benson Bobcats.
And we're going to have a false start, thankfully, for the Benson Bobcats. It's going to be a false start because the ball on the ground again. Barney took a big shot, actually a couple big shots, and now has had a little bit of trouble handling that football. Eyes getting a little big looking at that pressure. Look, the ball's going to get there before the defensive line, Cohen. You just go ahead, secure that ball, and worry about the rest later.
This is like Ronnie Bass going in for the rev. He wasn't ready. Well, you need to be ready, Cohen Barney. Your season's life depends on it. 1st and 15. He's going to have to get that ball in his hands. He does.
Good protection.
And he's got a slow screen pass on the outside to Workman. Andrew Workman making it happen, Captain, for about a 10-yard gain. That's going to set up second and a manageable 6. I see Judge Dad over there talking to him. I don't think he's going back in this game.
Yeah, what a great play there from the Benson Bobcats. A great call. Case Williams leading the offensive line to great protection. The big left tackle, number 76, for the Benson Bobcats. No one near Barney on that one, and that's how you can settle down a young quarterback.
Trips bunch left for the Bobcats. Looks like they're going to throw this ball. And they are. Good pickup on Flint Davis. He's got a completion of Workman again inside the 10-yard line.
It's about back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for the kid.
Caleb Cook on the tackle. Caleb Cook, a couple big shots in this ball game, a good tackle there, and a huge interception for the Willcox Cowboys. I'll tell you, Dave, some kids just play better when we're here. Caleb Cook is one of those players.
Yes.
That boy gets his name mentioned.
Cool FM's here. They give him an award, I'll tell you.
They put it
Cool
together.
FM's here. It's time to play some ball.
In tears.
3rd and 5 for Benson. They need it.
It's Santo.
That's a touchdown.
Oh! Is it a touchdown? It is a touchdown!
Touchdown, Bobcats! Cohen Barney, the freshman, into Jason Santo when they needed it the most.
The guts to have Barney throw the ball the whole time. Coach Rasmussen and the offensive staff absolutely know that they have got to make Willcox respect the pass. And Jason Santo with the slant play, beating his man. Great ball because there was an underneath defender. Everything working well on that play for the Benson Bobcats.
And big extra point coming up here.
There it is.
And it is good. 26-13, Willcox over Benson. Benson losing their quarterback, which looks like possibly for the game. And the freshman coming in, Cohen Barney, leading them to a touchdown. Wow, moment of his young life.
Oh,
so
man.
far.
And again, I can't say it enough about the Benson offensive staff. You saw when Barney got the ball, they were doing quick game. Little screen here, little screen there, and a slant for the touchdown. And that's how you're going to settle in a young quarterback, and that's how you're going to get back in the ball game. 7-17, 26-14. Benson finally finding some offense.
Oh, at the hands of I am so impressed right
freshman!
now with Cohen Barney getting put into the biggest game of the year.
The freaking freshman, man.
Like, oh my goodness. That's probably more PT than he's seen in practice in the last 2 months.
All right, interesting kickoff
So
return here
impressed.
for the Willcox Cowboys. Ward will be the center man. Not to rain on anyone's parade in Benson, but they have got to stop this Willcox Cowboy offense that, for all intents and purposes, has only stopped themselves with turnovers. 26 points in that first half.
That touchdown brought to you by the San Pedro Golf Course, an 18-hole championship course built back in 2003. San Pedro is a public course that provides great golf for all experience levels at an affordable price, $19
I'll
for
tell
Twilight.
you.
A true link-style front nine winds you through Mesquite Groves along the San Pedro River, while the back
Ooh,
nine
onside kick.
plays through Kansas. Oh, onside kick.
And
That
it's
was
going to be
quick.
covered. I think it was
Willcox
Ant-Man.
picked that ball up at the 36-yard line, but Benson is back in business.
Anthony Morales covers that one. Ant-Man for the Willcox Cowboys.
Oh, Ant-Man.
And now the Benson defense has to either the Benson defense right now. That 26 points in the first half, by far the most they have allowed this year.
Oh, easily.
Probably the most they've allowed in a game this year.
You said Phoenix Christian is top 3?
Top 5.
They're not even that good.
They are not.
So
They're in Phoenix, brother.
So, like you said, the big blue wall of the Benson Bobcats is going to have to step up. If the freshman quarterback can throw a touchdown, you can stop the Cowboys once. We'll see. Smooth Joe is going to hand that thing off to Cuevas. And there's the big blue wall. But Cuevas pushing forward for 3 yards. That's what he does. The hammer.
3 yards, and that's about it. We did have Mason Stanley on that tackle for the Benson Bobcats, so a good job by the D lineman getting off his block and making that tackle. But like you said, 3-4 yards. You had him in the backfield. You got to make him fall backwards. It's tough when the hammer's in there nailing it into the line.
Yeah, Cuevas is a tough one. I mean, he just fights for those yards. Him and Flint Davis are very similar. Well, Flint Davis is more of a home run hitter, but they both just punish linebackers and safeties. 2nd and 7. That's going to be a delayed handoff to the rifle, Remington Todd. Rifle going to get dragged down at the 45-yard line in Bobcat territory. That's not what the Benson defense needs.
No, Rifle Remington Todd hasn't had a lot of carries this game, but that one he explodes through the line and gets the first down. And the Benson Bobcats really getting punished on these sweeps. They can't protect the cutback lanes. They're letting the Willcox offensive line reach them to the outside. It's just not going well for this defense for the Willcox Cowboys. You have to assume Dawson Judd and Samuel Martin would have made a difference, especially Samuel Martin, who's sitting down in the wheelchair.
Number 9 out there as a corner. You're right. Not having Judd out there on defense is just as vital.
He was out there, so I can't say that much. But Samuel Martin, definitely a big loss for the Benson Bobcats.
That's a handoff to the Ward, and there's the wall. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
I would like to note, Dave, how clean Landon Ward's jersey is, and that is not something that you typically see with running backs who have run the ball for double digits and a half. So the Benson Bobcats have to do a better job getting him on the ground. Landon Ward has just been spectacular tonight.
All season long, number 20. He wants Player of the Year. He has 2 games left to do it. And again, this is the biggest game of the year, and he showed up under the brightest lights.
Well, I mean, I don't do this often. I don't promote a lot of, but the game of the year is Buena against Marina. And if anyone has a score update, please.
Please. For the love of Oprah, we need a score update. 2nd and 9. That's a delayed handoff to the Warden. He's going to get about 6 of them, setting up a manageable 3rd and 4-ish.
Yeah,
4-ish.
Buck Garrett on that one. The Russian, Tyler Russian is in on that tackle. Like you said, 3rd and manageable. This is 4 down territory.
Football fumble you.
This is 4 down territory for the Willcox Cowboys.
Oh, again, they want to put the knife in the back, the foot on the throat, the pillow on the face of the Benson Bobcats. 4:59 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5. That's going to be a quarterback keeper for Smooth Joe. Throwing it downfield. Interception! Again, back-to-back weeks for Raleigh Evans. And another turnover for the Benson Bobcats. Here they come, Willcox. You better get ready.
Oh, Dave, I think the wind is playing tricks with Smooth Joe Sanchez. We can feel it up here. I don't know if they could feel it on the field. A little bit of a crosswind, and the ball just not getting out there as much as he wants it to. And that's a big turnover for the Benson Bobcats and Raleigh Evans. Buena and Miranda, thank you to Robin Morrow in the chat. Still tied 28-28. I think they're at halftime.
Oh, Buena. Here come the Colts.
Well, here come the Bobcats. Momentum on their side.
Oh, yeah. Freshman quarterback still in there. He hands that off to Flint. You know what Flint's going to do? He's going to get 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Tough runner from the aforementioned crazy Flint Davis.
Psychotic.
Psychotic. Flint
His
Davis.
words were psychotic. That's your friend, Flint, all right? His words.
About 4 yards on that. That's perfect for the Benson Bobcats. If they can get in position to score inside the 10-yard line before the 4th quarter starts, that is money for the Bobcats right now.
If this freshman leads them to another touchdown.
That freshman's name is Cohen Barney. He's going to keep it.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. The guts on the kid. That's going to set up 3rd and 2.
There we go. Another veer option. Like you said, Dave, there's different types of offense. We talk about triple options, speed options all day. The veer option is unique because it's the quarterback that takes it between the tackles, and it's the it's the running back / wide receiver who would sweep it to the outside. Normally, you don't want your quarterback to get hit like that, but college football, they don't care.
The time's still not really a factor here. Benson
No,
is
not at
one
all.
play at a time for the Benson Bobcats. Cohen, Barney, man in motion. Santo in motion. He's going to roll out to his left. The quick hit isn't
It's great
there.
coverage.
There's nobody there. Good, smart play by Cohen Barney to take what he can get.
I think he got the first. He's
He
close.
might have gotten that first down.
We do have
Ant-Man
someone
going down.
Anthony
Ant-Man
Morales.
has rolled an ankle.
Anthony Morales trying to walk that off for the Willcox Cowboys. Very ginger on that foot, and we're going to get an injury timeout. We still haven't marked the ball, and we're trying to wait if it's going to be a first down for the Benson Bobcats. Like you said, Dave, poise.
Richards is walking around with that.
The poise of Cohen Barney on that one looks like they're going to mark it a little bit short. It's going to give him a fourth and very short situation with a power back like Flint Davis. You know that he can convert that. Let's see where the Bobcats try to go on this one.
Oh, one of my boys, Ant-Man, going off with a little ankle injury over there.
Of course, Dave Davies, beloved in Willcox, Arizona, just like the Sierra Vista Soap Company is beloved in Sierra Vista. You can find them at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
Yeah, I think Dawson is done for the night, which is a tragedy, but that just gives Cohen Barney an opportunity. Huge fourth down for the Benson Bobcats.
Almost
got him.
No,
Look
it's
at
a great
this
job.
freshman.
We're going to have a timeout. Okay. So it looks like they were trying to draw him offside. Are they going to
It
punt
almost
this
worked.
away? 4th and 1, Dave. And 3:28 in the third quarter. You got momentum on your side. Punt's a tough one for me. I know it's in their own area. It's the smart play.
You also have a freshman quarter.
You're not wrong. Whatever they decide to do, I'm for. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, again, you have to convert this. So whatever it takes, if you're the Benson Bobcats, including burning a timeout. But that timeout is brought to you by Desert RV. Step into adventure with Desert RV. Serving our county since 2018 with unbeatable prices. Your go-to for new or used RVs. Experience easy and friendly service and join them in exploring the open road together. Desert RV in Huachuca City.
4th down and short. We'll see what the Bobcats try to do here, Dave. That clock not helping them. But if you need help, you need to call Synergy Home Care. 520-685-1035 for care for your loved ones that might struggle a little bit with activities of daily living.
Willcox they're going to punt this ball? No way.
Bisbee is up 21-18 with 5 minutes left on the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Thank you, Dan Powers. Dan the man for the update.
If Benson does punt it away.
No one back there. Can they get the bounce? They do.
Oh, what a bounce. That's going to bring it all the way down to the 20. They're waving it down. Russians waving it down to the 24-yard line. So good punt. Changing the field. They're counting on that big blue wall to get another turnover.
And I'll tell you, Dave, Jacob Hackett on that one. Excellent job to get out of the way. You forget how athletic people are. That guy got down like it was a limbo, so that ball didn't hit him. And that's what flipped the field for the Benson Bobcats. They got a turnover on their last drive. They have to figure out a gap assignment that stops this run. I don't know if you need to bring people or if you just need to adjust, maybe get more outside. It does. Willcox can hit you in so many different directions, but they got to figure something out.
Well, again, they've already have 3 turnovers on the Cowboys tonight, so the defense has. But just allow Cuevas. There's the wall. Cuevas gets nothing on that one. 2nd and 10.
Oh, ball's out.
The ball.
Oh, no, lineman is saying he is down by contact. Tyson Kilpatrick was in that one with the tackle. I mean, Mason Stanley, we can mention the whole defensive line. Buck Garrett for the Benson Bobcats stopping Cuevas for a very minimal gain, probably the shortest gain the Willcox Cowboys have had tonight.
Again, one play at a time if you're a Benson Bobcat fan or a Benson Bobcat player. And the Willcox Cowboys, again, you got to put this thing away. You could possibly host a playoff game. You got to put away the Bobcats. They are a second-half team. You let them hang around. Don't be surprised if they make it a one-score game.
A lot of Let's Go Cowboys in the chat right now. Of course, everyone in Benson's at the game.
You ain't
Oh, wow, what a play.
Oh, and they are all over that one. Instant backfield penetration.
Harley Van Warmer for the Benson Bobcats. Senior, a name we haven't mentioned. He's a big player.
Quiet night tonight.
He blew everything up. We do have a penalty flag down on
that
the
was just
play.
a towel.
Thank God. Because that was a great play from Harley Van Warmer.
Yeah, they blew that thing up. And
Sorry.
What?
Dan the Man, Danimal in our chat says Buena is up 35-28 on Marina.
Let's go, Cochise County football! Come on, baby!
I can't wait for the Buena Colts to beat Marina and drop to 12 in the rankings.
Yeah, that'll drop right out of the playoffs. So 3rd and 14. Smooth Joe delayed
it's
handoff.
Warden.
The Warden. Oh, he just stumbles his way, but he gets about 12 of them.
Again, the Warden is slippery as the soap you get
this
from
might be the
Sierra
first
Vista
down.
Soap Company. It should be shorter. They gave him a
No, they're
lot.
giving it to him.
Wow, I thought he was
short by
short.
2 yards.
He definitely was short by 2 yards of line. I mean, Landon Ward's a fast one to try to keep up with, so that's unfortunate for the Benson Bobcats and a great effort from Landon Ward. Maybe he did stretch out and we just didn't see it, but that Warden would not be denied on a big 3rd down, gets the 1st down.
Oh, that was a huge run by Landon Ward as Benson's taking all the momentum back in this game. They had to do something, and there it was. So new set of downs on the 35. Smooth Joe's going to hand that off up the middle. Big Blue Wall says nay to Ishmael Cuevas. You're going to get none of it. 2nd and 10.
Figueroa on the stop there for the Benson Bobcats. They're playing a lot better against the run, but the Willcox Cowboys got that huge, crucial 4th down. They will not turn this ball over, barring a turnover, until the 4th quarter.
So, yeah, this ticking away here, under 40 seconds. So Benson's going to have their work cut out for them in that 4th quarter, but they have made this a ball game. No quit in the Bobcats. Hand off to the Warden. Benson says,
Warmer.
you'll get none of it. 3rd and 10.
Harley Van Warmer has woken up.
Yes,
Somebody said something that he didn't like. Harley Van Warmer has come to play here in these last possessions, and that's going to be our last play of the 3rd quarter. Willcox definitely will take this to the 4th on a 3rd and long.
Rip Van Winkle turned back into Harley Van Warmer. He has woken up after that nap.
We got ourselves a ball game. We've got great games all across Cochise County. Bisbee on top of Tombstone with 5 minutes left. And also Buena taking on the number 1 team in the state and up 35-28 on them. This one 26-14. Willcox going against the freshman quarterback as Dawson Judd has been knocked out recently. Cohen Barney leads the Benson Bobcats to their 2nd touchdown of the game on a slant to Jason Santo.
And again, that defensive stand brought to you by Super Lube Plus, your hometown service center. They do oil, tires, and more, located at 1040 West 4th Street in Benson, Arizona. Give them a call, 520-586-4645. They say, go Bobcats!
And if you stopped in your car, you need to call Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
One last time tonight, I want to give a really big shout-out to the Willcox Quarterback Club,
Absolutely.
the Cook family, Adrian Fuentes. They're a nonprofit organization that raised $80,000 last year for youth sports in Willcox, Arizona. You can go to on Facebook and find the Willcox Quarterback Club page. And by the way, don't forget the best band in Cochise County.
Don't stop believing. I'm sorry, that's why I'm distracted. I would like to thank one more time T&B Tire Services, located in Willcox, Arizona. You can call or stop in today and visit Mark Teeters. Call him at 520-766-5550.
Up and down the boulevard.
Big 3rd down. The Willcox Cowboys, Dave, they've been here before. They know exactly what they want to do. They convert this 3rd down, stop singing, and they can run down a couple more minutes off
Tell
the
the band to
clock.
stop playing.
Don't start
3rd and 7.
singing.
Oh, it's a reverse. He pitches it back over to Caleb Cook.
What a play, Flint Davis.
Flint David. What, Commissioner? What? What?
Looks like we're going to get a holding on the Benson Bobcats, the Willcox Cowboys, rather. Don't, you know me tonight. The Benson Bobcats have a decision to make on this one. Do they take the penalty, or do they trust Cowboys are going to punt? I would just take it to 4th down. It was a great defensive stop. It's about 4th and 6 if they take the mark of the ball.
Stop in the reverse. Everybody's tracking number 24, and he pitches it back to Caleb.
Yeah, it was a
Cook.
great play call, but wow, the discipline of the Benson Bobcats on the backside.
Flint Davis is having none of it. And the commissioner had to make his presence felt.
And it looks like head coach will decline it, so we'll watch as they mark this one. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
So that's going to take it down to 4th down and 7. What, they just moved that down a distance marker.
6, 7, doesn't matter. It does look like the Willcox Cowboys are going to punt. And they're going to send Raleigh Evans back there for the punt return. Dawson Judd, also the punt returner for the Benson Bobcats. So we'll see what Raleigh Evans can do. Well, you got to be crazy to be a punt returner, Dave, let me tell you.
And here come the Bobcats.
Oh, that's returnable. They're not going to do it.
He's going to let that go. That's going to take a big old Willcox Cowboy bounce down to the 17-yard line. Long field for Cohen Barney. Let's see what the kid's got. He's got plenty of time. One play at a time.
Well, that was returnable until the rifle decided to put on his Landon Ward shoes and get down there and really fast and a really fast pace, David. Now, like you said, it's time for Barney to see if he can't be a hero as a freshman. And honestly, he looks like a freshman down there. They got some big boys in Benson and Willcox.
I wonder what's going on here. 21-18. That game ain't over in Tombstone, Arizona. Got me curious. Tombstone fighting for their playoff lives right now against Bisbee. All right, Cohen Barney looking to throw. He's got it. Oh, you gotta catch that ball, Raleigh Evans. The freshman put it right in the breadbasket.
I love this. I love the game they're calling right now. I want them to do this more when they have Judd. Judd does have a major league arm, but these are open. And I mean, like you said, Dave Raleigh, you got to catch that one, especially when you have a freshman quarterback. That ball is right there on the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, again, you need every play right now down 2 scores. You need them all.
11:37 to play in this ball game.
4 spread wide for Benson. Barney dropping back to pass. Barney going deep. He's got an arm. Raleigh Evans comes back for it.
No way. He caught that ball.
He caught that ball.
He caught that ball.
Wow. The kid got
Landon
an
Ward
arm.
can't believe it, but Raleigh Evans, what a catch. Dropped the last one and making a play, helping out his freshman quarterback on that one.
20-yard gainer for the Bobcats. And the crowd has come alive here at Benson, Arizona. 11-17 and ticking in the 4th.
You
They
wanted some
are
football
alive.
games this evening, you got them here in Cochise County.
Cohen Barney with a quick hitter out to Raleigh Evans, who makes a man miss.
Oh,
And then
great defense.
he probably shouldn't have made that first man miss because Ismail Cuevas came in and gave him the hammer time.
Cuevas was on that one. I think Teeters was in on that one.
Teeters.
Travis Larson was in on that one as well. Of course, his cousin Marshall Larson for the Valley Union Blue Devils, top 10 in sacks in all of Arizona. Of course, the Valley Union Blue Devils did have their season come to an end, so no more football for them.
Yeah, they
Marshall,
lost one game in the region.
Travis has a chance to catch Marshall.
2nd and 8 for the Bobcats. Willcox gets the stand. That might be all she wrote. But just underthrown right there to Workman. And again, it's a freshman. He wasn't supposed to be in this game, so there's going to be growing pains. But so far, he's looked really good.
Thank you, Evan Weaver, for joining our chat, cheering on the Willcox Cowboys. Of course, the fans that have been with us all night, they're still cheering on loud in our Cool FM chat. And Brittany K says, he's got it. Let's go freshy, get fresh with them Cowboys.
Hey, funky freshman. It's funky fresh.
Said freshy fresh. I like freshy fresh better.
So it's mine is yours, and what's yours I've probably already had. 3rd and 8. Freshman. He's going to avoid the pressure. He does. Completes the pass for at least a couple of yards.
Not even.
So good
Ooh, they
evasion
are.
on the pressure. Workman coming down with the ball. They're going to have to go for this on 4th and 6. 4th and 5.
All right, so they did give Workman a couple on that one. Great job by Workman stretching on the sideline. Obviously reached that ball out, and I didn't see it, and it looks like they're going to punt again with 10-20. Playing that field possession game. There's got to be a fake. You got to fake this one.
You've got to go for this. This is your season on the line right here.
Willcox not interested in returning this one.
Yeah,
Rifle
I
goes
wouldn't
back
be either.
slightly.
This has got to be a fake. It is not a fake.
Oh, good punt.
That ball is going to land at the 30.
Take a Cowboy bounce and then a Benson bounce.
Stop that ball. So Cowboys are going to get the ball back in the 30-yard line and try to drain out this clock with a 2-score lead.
But hold everything, folks. We have a personal foul on the Willcox Cowboys. This could be roughing the kicker, and the Benson Bobcat offense could be coming back out onto the field.
Why do I always forget to check the field when the commissioner is out there? I didn't even think to look.
I'm waiting for Danimal to have us. I think that's going to extend the drive for a first down for the Benson Bobcats. Just waiting for Dan the man on that replay to see what we got, because I was too busy looking at the punt that was kicked way into that night sky.
That flag was later than the ballot count in the state of Arizona.
And that will extend the drive for the Benson Bobcats.
So a new set of downs on the 40 for Barney and Benson. And again, folks, this is a commissioner thing. It's not for either one of these teams.
There we go.
He's going to hand that to Flint up the middle. Flint is going to drag people for about 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Got to keep them honest, Dave. A little too pass heavy now for the Benson Bobcats, albeit a team that is down by 2 possessions and 12 points. But you got to keep a defense honest, especially there's still just under 10 minutes to play in this ball game.
They're on the 36-yard line of the Cowboys. Plenty of time on the clock. Under 10 minutes and ticking. Barney's going to get it. He's going to throw. Oh, that should have been an interception by Caleb Cook right through his hands.
It was Cook. Caleb Cook jumping that. He's seen enough of these slant routes.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Right in front of Raleigh Evans, right through his hand. That could have sealed the game for the Willcox Cowboys. Dave, in baseball, you don't give a pitcher or you don't give a hitter a second chance, and we'll see if the hitters right now, the Benson Bobcats, can capitalize on the second chance.
So 3rd and 6. Barney's going to wait for the snap. He's going to get it. Pressure from Willcox. He's going deep.
He's got him.
To Workman. Workman's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. New set of downs for the Bobcats. What a game.
Oh, my God. The moxie on this kid. The freshman. Are you kidding me? Cohen Barney, the pump fake, standing in there, gets lit up and delivers a perfect strike to Workman. 30 yards down. When I was a freshman, I couldn't throw a ball 30 yards.
I'm going to wait till after this play. I tell you what this reminds me of.
Flint Davis.
Up the left side down to the 11-yard line. You'll remember this game. It was the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football against the New England Patriots. Rodgers had been hurt the week before, and Matt Flynn walks in there on the Patriots and throws 5 tutters and starts putting the belt on Tom Brady.
The greatest quarterback contract in Seattle Seahawks history, Matt Flynn.
Led to Russell Wilson. 2nd and 6.
Motion.
Let's see what Barney does. He's going to hand that off to the right side. Willcox is all over that one. 78 has had a game.
Travis Larson is coming in really playing well, and I love that he helped somebody out, patted him on the helmet. He's like, bring it back here, kid. Let's go. That's one thing I'm always impressed with Willcox Cowboys, the sportsmanship they have. They never get into arguments. Well, they did get ejected last year. I'm not going to mention who the player was, but here we go. 3rd and 5 ball game.
Big 3rd and 5 for both teams right here. Let's see what the freshman's got against this Willcox defense. Barney drops back to pass. He's going to the right. Fade route to Raleigh Evans. Touch. Down. Bobcats. Through the pass
interference. We got ourselves a ball game. Dave, let's not get lost in the sauce right now. We said the Benson Bobcats needed to play defense in this second half. They've had 26 points in the first half. Nothing here in the second half, and that's allowed freshman Cohen Barney to come down and just make his presence known in Benson, Arizona. Are you kidding me?
Cohen Barney is all of a sudden creating a legend here in Benson, Arizona. 2nd touchdown of the second half.
How about Raleigh Evans? Through the contact. He was tackled. He was tackled and came up with a touchdown.
This extra point will make it a 5-point game if it's successful, which means if Benson gets the ball back, they can drive for the win and upset the Willcox Cowboys.
8:23 to play. Benson's defense doing a much better job against the run. But that Willcox team carries number 24, Landon Ward. And if you need a tough run, number 13, Ishmael Cuevas. It is always tough to stop the Willcox Cowboys, especially when they're in an 8-minute offense mode.
Oh, man, oh, man. And out of that, I was going to...
You wanted football? You got football.
You wanted the best? You got the best. Now, I was walking to the booth before second half, and I was like, after last Saturday, I know that this game is not over. I know it. I just didn't see it coming at the hands of a freshman.
We do have a scoreboard update in the chat thanks to Robin Monroe. Says, Buena's still on top, 35-28.
Do we have a final in Tombstone?
If
the
anyone
Yellow
can give us
Jackets
the
come back to
final,
win that, or what? What are we doing?
the final for Tombstone, we'd appreciate it. Again, thank you to Asher, who's working our camera tonight, coming
Heck
all the
yeah.
way from Sierra Vista, directs the Buena film production of their home football games.
Big extra point coming up here.
Got it.
And it is very good. We have a 5-point game in Benson, Arizona on senior night. And all of a sudden, Willcox, they are reeling right now.
I'm sorry, folks, if we feel like we're getting a little enamored with Cohen Barney, but he deserves it. This kid's come in, led 14-point touchdown drives for the Benson Bobcats. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns in this game as a freshman.
He looks all of 5'7", a $120. Like, he looks like a freshman.
So it's 26-21. Dave, we got to settle ourselves right now. If I'm Coach Lotz for the Willcox Cowboys, the only person touching this ball in 10-plus yard territory is number 24, the Warden. I'm getting creative. I'm sending him on reverses. I'm doing anything I can to get the Warden the ball. And if we get into a short yardage situation, if we have 3 yards for a first down, if it's 4th and 4, number 13 is going to hammer that one into and try to nail it into that defensive line for the Benson Bobcats.
They both had huge games. Cuevas has broken a couple himself. He's not normally the home run hitter, but he's broken a couple too. Like you said, yeah, that ball is going to number 24 and number 13 over and over.
Bobcat
and over
fans
again.
getting loud in the chat for the first time here tonight, and we do think it's 28-18. Bisbee over Tombstone for the win. We did have a penalty that's going to get even better for the Benson Bobcats. I didn't see it. I was too busy. I was looking at the score updates. I'm not even going to speculate. But my goodness, the Ed Morse Automotive Group drive recap, roughing the kicker, I do believe personal foul call, extended it, and the Bobcats did everything they could. The onside kick
has not gone 10 yards.
Not yet. It's 9. It's 9. Can it roll to 10?
10 yards.
That's 10.
That's 10 yards.
What do they got?
That's 10 yards.
There's no flags.
There's a line on the field. It's 10 yards.
They say it's Willcox. That was close.
There's a literal line on the field.
Both-
It rolled to the line.
Both officials agree that it did not go 10 yards. The Willcox Cowboys will take that as all the momentum is with the Benson Bobcats. The Benson Bobcats, they got a second chance at life, and we'll see. And they took advantage of it, and we'll see if the Willcox Cowboys can do that as well. Again, possible 2A player of the year, number 24, Landon Ward. We got to assume he's somewhere near 200 yards rushing in the backfield, as well as the hammer, Ismael Cuevas, for the Cowboys.
I got to say, these Benson fans are a lot nicer than the Bisbee fans, because they would have rushed the field on that one. So, power formation for the Willcox Cowboys.
8:23 to play.
Let's see what Smooth Joe comes up with. That's
There it
gonna be a
is.
handoff to the
Good
Ward.
blocking.
On the end around. Ward with a big old run close to the first down. That's a first down for the Cowboys.
Tyler Russian just hanging on for dear life. The last thing you can do is let Landon Ward break one. You got to make the Willcox Cowboys drive the length of the field. The unfortunate thing for the Benson Bobcats is the Willcox Cowboys are very equipped to drive the length of the field and pound that one in from the goal line.
Can we talk about that onside kick? There are lines on the field. He kicked it from the 45 to the 35. That's 10 yards. That's an onside. That's if I'm Benson, I'm losing it right now. But anyways, we're past it, I guess.
We heard.
1st and 10.
You can only control what you can control, Dave.
And the power formation is going to pitch that out to the wall. Whoa! Whoa! Blowing it up.
And we do have a penalty flag in the backfield. If I'm Benson, I do decline this penalty. Harley Van Warmer, a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. This is all about getting the ball back as fast as you can. We do have a dead ball illegal formation. That will be declined. 2nd and long now. Or is it a false start? It should be declined. They should have
If it's a
stopped
false
the
start,
play.
you have to blow the play dead, Commissioner. So quarterbacks don't get slaughtered by Harley Van Warmer.
All right, so a little fortunate there for the Willcox Cowboys that a little fortunate and unfortunate, like you said, player safety or issue when you have that happen. But here we go. 1st and 15 now for the Willcox Cowboys. Clock is going to run after a penalty. That doesn't make sense either. Here we go.
I swear, with this crew.
A lot of people in the chat here. Thank you, everyone that kept us updated with the Buena and Bisbee games as well.
So 1st and 15. That's delayed to the Ward to the right side. Uh-oh, he has the edge. Oh, Ward with a big stiff arm on his own sideline. He gets a lot of those yards back.
Oh, a lot of them, yeah, to say the least, and that's going to be Hunter Rogers again. We say it every time, and stop us if don't stop us because we are going to be broken records. But when Landon Ward gets the edge, as long as it's not a touchdown, you did pretty good defensively.
So second
big 10-yard gain from the Warden.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys. 2nd and a short 6 for the Cowboys. The big blue wall, the Benson Bobcats. This is it. This is your whole season right here. They're going to need it. Smooth Joe is going to hand that off to Cuevas up the middle.
It's a rifle.
Oh, it's a rifle. Remington Todd. 13 looks like 12 from up here. Big first down for Willcox down to the 37-yard line, moving the chains.
And that is another 2 minutes that's going to come off the clock here, Dave. Benson, unless they get a turnover, not going to see this ball until 5 minutes are left to go into this ball game. This is what the Willcox Cowboys are built for. Ground and pound, milk that clock when you have a lead. Yes, they haven't scored a touchdown in the second half, but they are rolling right now. A lot of Cowboy fans cheering on right now. Brittany Kay seems like she's on an island in the chat for the Bobcats right now.
You set it down. He's going to hand that off to the Warden.
That's the hammer.
Or is that? I can't get the numbers from up here. 2nd and 5. Good run for Willcox. Time-killing run. The big blue wall. They can't allow another first down. They've got to get they've already created a lot of turnovers today off the Cowboys. They cannot allow another first down right now.
Yeah, Ismael Cuevas with that run. That's exactly what they're doing, Dave. They're winning first down, 4 or 5 yards, and you got 3 more plays to get a first down. You got 3 more plays to get 5 yards. If you run for 1 yard on the next 2 plays, it's going to be a 4th and inches. All right, that's an exaggeration, but whatever.
Smooth Joe hands that off to the rifle, Remington Todd. He's pushing forward.
That is the hammer, Ismael Cuevas, who gets close to the first down marker. It's all right, Dave. I called a touchdown for the Benson Bobcats earlier tonight.
13 looks like 12 from up here.
You can tell because Ismael Cuevas is always going to have his jersey dirty.
So here comes 3rd and 3. Benson just got really loud. And I do mean really loud.
A lot of people watching here tonight. Well over 100 concurrent viewers for what now is the play of the game.
Almost on the ground. Oh, and the volume gets the Smooth Joe. Oh, interesting decision right now.
No, you
Willcox.
go for this one. There's no decision at all. You go for this
bury
one.
him?
No, you go for this one all day long,
Hello
Dave.
on the face?
You go for this one all day long, Dave. You got Ismael Cuevas, you got Landon Ward, you got Remington Todd, 3 very capable ball carriers. You got Smooth Joe Sanchez.
We have a shaking camera.
We got a shaking phone. Yeah, shaking phone. This is not us. This is how loud the crowd is.
4th and 3.
They're going to try to draw them off. No dice.
Smooth Joe trying to draw the offsides. Couple of hard counts. He's going to reset it.
They're going to take the delay and they're going to punt this one away. Oh,
no,
they're
they
going to
took the timeout.
Okay. Oh, I feel some football in the air.
Oh, we wanted a playoff game. We got one. Oh, my goodness. One last time, please allow me to thank Stephen Ward and Ward's Outfitters, a full-time outfitting service dedicated to providing their clients with the best opportunity to pursue their hunting trophy game. They guide and outfit a select number of clients per season to keep hunts as professional and personal as possible. Give them a call, 520-404-5114. Thank you, Stephen Ward, very much.
Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have new physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas, but are solely responsible for the 12 pounds I am down when they told me I was fat and old. You can make an appointment with one of their physical therapy doctors today at 520-432-6435. Talking fast because I'm excited.
I know. One last time tonight, thank you to Feed Your Chi, a holistic wellness company that provides customized health plans for individuals and companies that need effective results from their employee wellness programs. You can find Feed Your Chi on social media or give them a call, 520-720-8569 for a free consultation. One last time, as Busy always says, these businesses are the reason why you get to watch this for free on Cool FM Live. You support them.
Willcox is going to go for this one, Dave. The old tried and true. Your best play. If it's an option, it's an option. Here we go.
That's going to be the reverse.
First down.
And that's going to be a first down. That's going to be the Remington Todd. Touchdown, Willcox! So you want to be a Cowboy?
The rifle Remington Todd. We had all this drama, and Remington Todd says, I'll put a stop to that. Off the edge, great blocking all around from the Willcox Cowboys. Haven't really called him out tonight. Jonathan Miranda, except for defense. Travis Larson, Juan Pablo Cordova. We've had Osvaldo Rodriguez, Travis Alred. There's so many names in there. Christian Teeters, obviously. Big boys of Willcox getting it done. 4:19 to play. Might have just iced this game.
I want to see Cuevas hit the scoreboard. Oh, man, we don't get a Cuevas.
Oh, ball's out. They can't return it for a 2-point. They can't return it. Would have made it interesting if they could.
They're taking away my Cuevas kicks. You know I love my kickers.
So now an 11-point ball game. Benson, it's actually a big one because the two possessions now are a field goal and a touchdown with the 2-point conversion. So 4 minutes, it can be done. Benson did recover an onside kick that did definitely go 10 yards that took away from them, so they can do it. But this one, they have to worry about getting the touchdown first.
Anybody, please, out there at Cool FM Live Land, we need score updates. What is the score in Marana? What is the score in Tombstone? We need to know. Please.
You needed updates about what you can do on Wednesdays, Dave? You can visit the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In for Wacky Pack Wednesdays, $2.49 with no limit.
I need to know what happened in Tombstone, and I need to know what's going on in Marana.
I told 28-18, Bisbee beat Tombstone.
Oh, it's over?
I think so. That's what someone said. 5 minutes, maybe it was 5 minutes in the third
No, I
quarter.
thought you said 21-18.
It was 28-18 last time we saw.
Oh, I thought it was a 3-point game. That's why I was like, what's going
Marana
on?
last time we saw was 35-28. Buena was up on the number one team in the state.
Number one, my butt.
In the state. In the open bracket, 6A, 5A, and 4A.
I wasn't worried about them.
No, you said they were going to win 42-14?
Well, you can't always get the score right, but you can get the win right.
Fair
That's gonna
catch,
be
fair
a
catch.
gooch
There it
kick
is,
and
fair
fair
catch. Good.
caught at the 36-yard line. Let's see what Barney can do with 4:18. He's going to have to move fast. But we've seen him go deep a couple of times for 20-yard plusers.
Julian Ramos with that one. We have Karina Joy in the chat. 35-35. Oh, and everyone telling us Buena and Marana are tied. 35-35.
Oh, Buena, come on.
Buena has a great opportunity to beat the number one team in the state and also drop out of playoff contention because the AIA hates Cochise County for some reason.
The win for Buena over Marana will drop them out of the playoffs.
You see all that traffic over there?
I do. Something's going on I-10. Something's always going on I-10 eastbound.
No, that's where we're
Here
going.
we go. Let's see what
Freshman.
the freshman Barney's got. He's rolling out.
He's got his man.
He's got him. Raleigh Evans for a first down to the 47-yard line.
This is what they have to do, Dave. They just got to complete passes along the sideline. Keep that clock as stopped as you possibly can. Take your shots if necessary in the middle, but make sure they are long ways downfield. 31-21 or 32-21, 11-point game. Not over yet. And this freshman, Cohen Barney, has made his name in Benson, Arizona so far here tonight.
They said first down, but they have not moved the chains.
Because it's not a first down, the way it was spotted. And they will measure it to have. I'm not going to say it. I was going to say it's safe. 7:48 left to go in the game. Is that what I'm saying, Brittany Keck? She says 27-18 Tombstone is up. So that would be. I don't think so. I think Bisbee was 21. There's no way. Bisbee was 21 last time we checked, but either which way, the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, a team that's fighting for their post.
Right there, right?
Yeah, but they don't have a scoreboard on. We took those.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, brother.
Well, I mean, Logan Seeley has a bright future in this, but we are the Cool FM Sports broadcast team. We get all the goodies.
We did this for 3 years. We built this from nothing. I mean,
yeah, we get all the goodies.
I'll tell you what, Dave. It's just been more rewarding work after more rewarding work. In 3 years now, we get stopped and everyone thanks us about everything we do. We just can't. It never gets old. Let's just say that.
One last time tonight, I really want to thank Carol
27-18, Bisbee's on top.
27-18,
yes.
Bisbee. Thank you, Carol Pierce, for the Tara Fitch Group at Haymore Real Estate. New friend of the program. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, give Carol a call. She's the best realtor in Cochise and Pima County. Best in Benson 3 years in a row. Give Carol Pierce a call. Carol, thank you for everything.
Second and short.
Second and very short. He's going to fake that handoff, roll to his left.
Great protection.
He's got him on the outside. Andrew Workman First down and more.
Gets
There's
out
a
of bounds.
flag down in the field. But of course there's a flag down on the field. Get out of the way and let these kids play.
No matter what, Dave, it looks like we're going to bring this one back. Usually when you have a flag in the backfield, it's going to typically be on the offense more times than not.
Let these boys play football, Commissioner.
Asher, I hope you didn't have any plans
You
on Saturday.
stink.
I'm just kidding. It's actually been a pretty
You
well.
all stink.
It's been a pretty well officiated game, despite what Dave Davies thinks here tonight. That one, I'll have to take a look at the instant replay from Animal.
Let the boys play. It's the fourth quarter for their lives. Let
4:06
them play.
left to go in this fourth quarter. Dave Davies, I'm going to get you right back on track. We do have a game to broadcast. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Benson Bobcats.
Pisses me off.
Fighting for their playoff lives.
2nd and 10, Bobcats.
That ball's on the ground. Willcox look like they have it.
That's it.
They do. 32-21. Willcox takes over with 4 minutes left. What you could not have happen. A fumbled snap on that one, and unfortunately, if Remington Todd the rifle didn't do one already, that's going to kill all our drama in this game, folks. All that's left is the handshakes. Willcox Cowboys are going to be victorious and be that much closer to hosting a playoff game.
I was going to say, let's not talk about not only that. Willcox plays a trash can next week. The Willcox Cowboys, welcome to the playoffs. You just went to the postseason.
It's going to give us 2 postseason teams for sure. And we'll have to see what they do to Benson. Benson has a chance against Tanca Verde as the rifle's going to take this one. And that's going to be a face mask on the sideline right in front of the official.
Everything.
And nothing's going to be called, and that's going to be clock stoppages.
Sam Darnold got decapitated last night, 3 feet away from a referee.
Still 35-35, Buena and Morena. Jesus Pando in the chat. Ooh, Christian Pando. I'm sure there's a relation there. We always talk about Aiden Fuentes and Christian Pando. The 4,000 yards of offense they put up between themselves in their senior season. Says, finish it, Cowboys. I got news for you. This one is done and dusted.
I mean,
barring a miracle.
Benson turns the ball over better than anybody that we got in Cochise County.
You're not wrong. Great defense.
That's never out of play for the Benson Bobcats. Getting a turnover, maybe even Scoop scoring it. But that being said, it's a 2-point game, and that ball is going to get handed to Cuevas.
They got to rip at it.
Up about another 4 yards, 3rd and very short for the Cowboys.
It's really not about the down and distance right now. It's just about trying to get that ball out, Dave. Now, the 3rd down, if they do get a negative play, that's going to be great for them. You can assume that in this territory, the Willcox Cowboys might just play the possession to try to make the freshmen go the whole length of the field. But right now, it's just trying to save time and getting that ball out. You can ill afford a 1st down here.
I mean, I don't know how much a win over Tanca Verde can help Benson.
Tanca Verde is a great team. They're still in the
Top
playoffs or whatever.
Are they really?
No, they're 19 right now. But the fact that they're 19, they haven't beat a Cochise County team this year.
Yeah.
And Cochise County teams, all of them on the outside looking in. It doesn't make any sense.
I got bad news for that really nice young coach at Tanca Verde. Benson's going to have a lot of aggression to take out on your Hawks next week. So you might as well just play the JV kids. Benson, thank you very much for your hospitality this year. Thank you to everybody in Benson,
If we
Arizona.
don't see you in the playoffs, which the AIA doesn't seem like they favor sending multiple Cochise County teams to the playoffs. But we'll see. We do have
hard enough to get Willcox and Bisbee in.
A lot of Willcox chants. Thomas Barba in the chat. Willcox Fire and Rescue back in the chat cheering them on. That Mason Lake Corner with a great story says, my daughter and I fight over this game every year. It says, I grew up in Willcox and she is growing up in Benson. We have our own rivalry.
I love it. It's been going on since 1961.
And it looks like this is going to be the 33rd victory for the Willcox Cowboys.
That's 1st down, Willcox. And like you said, the fat lady has entered the building and she is going, I can sing.
So a great job here from the Benson Bobcats, Dave, to battle through adversity when Dawson Judd was knocked out of the game. And we can't speak highly enough about Cohen Barney, the freshman who came in, led 2 touchdown drives, 2 passing touchdowns in this ball game. Very clean game, no turnovers or any picks, anything like that. Well, I guess that fumble is probably on him, but my goodness, couldn't have been more impressed with that freshman.
I have a feeling that his name will be said on Tuesday. Again,
By
he
you.
looks like he's 5'7", $120, and he comes in here in the biggest game of the year and throws 2 touchdowns against Willcox. Give me a break. Oh, that's going to be a delayed handoff to the Warden, up the middle for 5 yards. You think about it, you might want to get number 24 off the field right now, considering that this game is dusted.
I wouldn't say dusted. I mean, Benson did. I think they just took their last time out. I guess they have
No,
none
they
left.
haven't had one in a while.
Really?
Yeah, they've been out of timeout.
247. Yeah,
On that
you're not
scoreboard.
wrong about that, Dave. This one, I would just take some knees as well. Like you said, that O-line as well. You can't ill afford to lose Larson and company.
Yes,
Teeters on that
Teeters,
O-line.
any of them. If you're Willcox, you have bigger fish to fry as of this moment. So maybe it's time to get those starters out of that game.
And if you have bugs to fry, you need to call Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management.
Aha.
Find him on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management.
Seamless.
That's what I do.
Hands it off to the Warden on a sweep to the right side. The Warden gets the first down. And that is definitely going to seal the deal on this game. Again, I just
2:13
said
to
it,
play.
but thank you, Benson, Arizona, for all of your hospitality. Thank you, San Pedro Golf Course.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
We had so much fun on that golf
We had
course.
a blast.
It was a very unique layout for Cochise County, and we were up top. We had 50-yard drops on holes. It enabled me to,
That par 3 messed me up.
It enabled me to birdie a 573-yard par 5. 373-yard drive, no big deal.
I got a 46 on the front over there.
But what a game we saw tonight. We'd like to thank Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Look for the iconic Big Door. They are open tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's going to be
Rifle.
Hand off to the Rifle. He's trying to sweep it left. He's got the edge.
Pushed out of
Pushed
bounds.
out at the 1. Thank you very much, Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com or find them at Sea Sun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall.
We do have great sportsmanship in the chat. Good team. Good job to both teams. Great game, absolutely, on this one.
Thank you one last time to Swaharo Air Solutions. They have specials running right now for furnace installation and furnace duct cleaning. So go to SwaharoAirSolutions.com. Get all these businesses are the people that are the reason why you get to watch this for free on Cool FM Live tonight. So support them, please and thank you. And tell me who's winning the Buena game.
Buena on top, 38-35,
Yes!
6:29 to play. Right in time, John and Jared go to the scoreboard as soon as I click on there.
Goal for the 3.
Ward's gonna-
Down Willcox. So you want to be a Cowboy. Landon Ward's the best one they got.
Landon Ward going for his player of the year. I mean, we saw Tonopah Valley, Sir Isaac Sanchez Caldwell. He's got something to say about it. In Cochise County, Sebastian Lopez has something to say about it. But the Ward, Landon Ward, especially as of late, coming on, and that's going to be a 3-touchdown lead for the Benson Bobcats to close this one out. We'll just see if Cohen Barney can get another touchdown drive led for the Bobcats and make the score a little more respectable.
One last time, big shout out to the young lady behind the camera. Couldn't have done it without you. No, not this well anyways.
Of course, Asher directs the Buena
Whoa,
film.
there's a kick. Oh, that's to the track.
Film
Oh,
coverage
crazy,
and
that's
broadcast of the Buena Colts. Very excited to hear that it's 38-35 Colts on top of Morena right now.
They've
And
been
that
talking about
traffic is still there.
They've been talking about it. They want it. They wanted Buena, or they wanted Morana. They got Morana. They have a lead with 6 minutes to go. Come on, D.
Brother, I think we're going St. David to Tombstone to go back home to Sierra Vista tonight.
No, that's on the 10 going east, brother.
I'm seeing red lights.
No, that's on the 10 going east. We're going off
It's
Cooperative
not
Way
going
back to the
east.
bypass.
It's going west. Oh, yeah, we can avoid the 10. You're right.
Yes. Now we're taking Cooperative Way. What are you talking about? We just go right out there and make a right, and then you make a left.
Nobody cares. I'm sorry for even bringing it up, but here we go. 39-21. What a win for the Willcox Cowboys. A statement win over this Benson Bobcat team. Dave, you've watched Benson last week. We have Logan Seeley broadcast him. This is definitely the most points that have been put up on the Benson Bobcats this year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Willcox came in here on a mission. Now that this game is over, I will tell you that the Willcox coaches were convinced that they had it, that they were going to win this game. They were convinced.
Well, yeah,
of
you
it.
have to be confident. I'm sure
Well,
it's
they
the
weren't
same way.
confident. They were convinced.
I'm sure it's the same way for the Benson Bobcats. You don't go into a game, especially one of this magnitude, thinking that you're going to lose. We do have, Brittany K says a semi rolled over, and I thank you, Brittany K, for that one on the
Every
day
day on this freeway.
I swear, the one thing I don't like going to Willcox for is the damage that has been done on that freeway. And there are people that don't walk away from that.
Willcox, you're going home through Valley Union tonight.
Robin Moreau says, thank you, Cool FM, for broadcasting. Asher flipped that one over. Welcome to the team, Asher. Everybody that's worked that camera has flipped it over to their face.
Oh.
And Asher has done it too.
It's a rite of passage. My nephew was on that camera once a game.
Oh man, she good. Everyone has the same. Everyone has the same big eyes.
Right there. It's always the same 5-mile stretch.
It does flip. A lot of Willcox fans in the chat saying, let's go Willcox. Unfortunately, I can't refresh the chat all the way back, so I do just have the first ones.
And here comes the kick from Cuevas, a squib kick up the middle to the 46-yard line. Benson's going to return that back up to the 50, a minute and 56, but they're down 18. So,
Randy Lorta on that one, David. That's one of the times I'm not upset about no fair catch on that one. Lorta, you just got to get up there trying to make something happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it across the 50.
Get lucky.
So congratulations to the Willcox Cowboys and TMP Tire Services. You know Mark Teeters loves this one.
Teeters!
You can contact them at 520-766-5550, located at 2060 North Haskell Avenue for all your tire needs.
All right, let's see if the freshman can throw one more in here. He's had such a good night. Throws it over to Santo up the left side. Nothing going there. No late hits.
No, that was Andres Correa on that one as well.
Yeah, Andres Correa. We got to hear his name a couple times tonight, so number 22 showing up.
Willcox Fire and Rescue says, thank you, Cool FM. Great job. You are very welcome. As the viewers start to pile up over to the Buena broadcast, I noticed Buena's over 200 concurrent viewers. The second biggest broadcast so far this season, next to the Copper Pit Classic, which is the oldest rivalry in high school football.
Barney rolling out to his right. He's going to the middle of the field. What a play!
David Harris on the catch.
David Harris out of bounds at the 35-yard line. No quit in the Benson Bobcats. As I said at halftime, Rasmussen has them coached up. The future is bright in Benson, Arizona.
Julie Cowell says, way to go, Cowboys. But I'll tell you, man, like you said, Dave, this Barney kid, he could see the field, and you give him some time to develop that arm, which is already a good one. You could see him throwing that ball 60 yards on a dime, no problem.
Well, he's going to take over as a junior like Dawson Judd did. That's going to be a pick.
That's intercepted.
That's going to be a pick for Willcox.
Eli Nelson with that one, and that's going to effectively end the game with 1:16 to play. Great job from the Willcox Cowboys. Barney says he just couldn't get enough on it. But, hey, man, this Benson Bobcat team, Dave, the perennial semifinalists every year. The last 3 years, underachieved by Benson standards. But what I got to say tonight is they're going to be back in a big way next year.
Again, Coach Rasmussen and the Benson Bobcats, the future is bright. I expect them to contend. If not, we're losing DJ Elias. We're losing Sebastian Lopez.
Yep.
We're losing Landon Ward.
Losing Nash Moore.
Losing that. Benson is going to win this thing next year.
Oh, you're talking about 2A only.
Yeah, well, I mean, say Benson's going to win this thing. We're losing the three best players on the other three teams. Like, that's it. But we're losing.
Benson does have
losing their entire team.
Yeah, they're losing a whole senior class over there.
Tombstone,
Tombstone, I'll tell you, if he does decide to come back to play, the super sophomore that was.
Oh, Moody.
Yeah, Hank Moody. He's got an arm on him, and we'll see if he decides to come back to play football after that bad injury that he suffered here in Benson, Arizona. But he's going to be someone to watch out for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets as well.
Yeah, but expect Benson Bobcat fans, hold your heads high because the future is very bright in Benson, Arizona. Again, unfortunate that Dawson Judd, your superstar quarterback and cornerback, got knocked out in the third quarter. But that's victory formation, and that's it, my friend. We're going to end this ball game 39-34. 21. The Willcox Cowboys are going to the playoffs. The Benson Bobcats are looking forward to basketball season.
I would like to thank, again, everyone that supports us and gets us out here for these games. Dave, you said it. We wouldn't want to do anything else. Support these businesses that support your community. Running through them real quick. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, Synergy Home Care, T&B Tire Service, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, Big Microdol Pro Pest Management, Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista,
the Sierra Vista Soap Company, Ferraro Air Solutions, Carol Pierce of the Terra Fitz Group and Haymore Real Estate,
After Hours HVAC, Feature Chi LLC,
Stephen Ward at Ward's Outfitters. Thank you, brother.
the Willcox Quarterback Club, especially. Thank you, CC, Adrian, and everyone that's associated with that.
Yeah, thank you to Super Loop Plus, Taylor Palmer. Thank you so much for your support this year for your Benson Bobcats.
Desert RV, and of course, thank you to the San Pedro Golf Course. Support these businesses, folks, especially. I know everyone needs tire changes and all that. So, one more time, thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to switch over to Bueno, where they are taking the #1 team in the state and making them lose this one. For Dave Davies, for Asher behind the camera, I'm Paul Quarter. We will see you next Friday, probably in St. David, Arizona. Take care.